gums and a shield. I've got 2 gums and a shield.
Entry fee.
Hello. Is audio is working today? Does audio be working? Perhaps. Yes. Hopefully.
See the wonder.
Ar-
No Twitch legendary yet fee.
There's no. Yeah. I think I'll be waiting a while for that one. Unfortunately. Ozzy, thank you for the 16 months, dude. Alistair, thank you for the 11 months. Jigs, thank you for the 9 months. Thank you, fellas. Thank you. So how are you? I'm a little sleepy, but I think I'm to the point where I'm awake enough now that I can be here. We drag it on today. That's me. God damn it. I might not be able to use the Goober model today because I think my phone is imploding on itself, so I might have to use the other thing. We'll see.
Hello.
We shall see. If it keeps making that annoying, if it keeps like randomly disconnecting, then yeah, I might have to, but we'll see. Thank you, Blue Jay. So, hey, but you know who's DEMACIA's coolest champ that we all love? Baby hot take. Most of the DEMACIA characters, they stink. there's like it's like an exclusive club of just like, oh yeah. When I think of like the cool DEMACIANs, I think of Shyvana. I think of Galio.
Cogmore
I
is
think
my
of Sona a
favorite
little bit.
Demacian.
But Sona just needs some more stuff. Morgana doesn't really count to me as DEMACIAN. She feels more Targon to me because she's an aspect, I guess. Fiddlesticks, that's cheating. Vivi, 37 months. Jesus, thank you. Cho'GATH, the best DEMACIAN? Yeah. Oh yeah, there's. How long ago did I say? Like, Lux is definitely okay. Yeah. Do you guys hear that? Is that coming through my phone randomly disconnecting out of nowhere? That is obnoxious. I don't know why it's doing that. The actual tracking isn't. Whatever. These stupid things. Technology. I'll just use this the other. I'll use the backup for today, I suppose. It's fine. I'm just incredibly enraged and angry beyond all reasonable measure. You're right. Didn't announce a T-Hex for 2026. Yeah, I'm still waiting on. I'm gonna wait on Noah's approval for it before I actually make it go public. Because I saw some people asking about it. But I'll. Wow. This is up there. So we got it. Like that, the actual full theme for everyone who wanted to listen to it. But just waiting on Noah's approval. He was the composer, so just waiting for his approval, and then it will be up. And we'll use this thing today. This is the little backup. The little backup plan. Maybe put on Spotify. I guess if he wants to, I wouldn't be opposed. Use my map skit. Yeah, I think Conrad and Kaizen, those were the mod fellas. They were using that while they were testing it. So that was a while ago now. Jesus Christ. Tidy me. That's me. Why so zoomed in? Because it's the... This is the picture. This is just the thumbnail. If I press play... And we're fine. Holy shit. 21 minutes. Oh my god. Alright. This is a long one. Holy. Only down has come together. They can morph into a T-Hex. I think anything's possible. It's a lot of new stuff. Okay. Well, let's just jump right into it then. There's a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, I was spoiled about CHO'GATH, which is why I could use him in the thumbnail because I saw it already when it was leaked. And I know Shyvana's design got leaked, but I thankfully have not seen it yet.
Hi Nikki, T-Hex videos was awesome. Also entry fee.
Thank you, Bowsix. Yeah, I'm glad people like that T-Hex video. That thing was in the works for so long. My god. I hope Shyvana gets revealed officially in here, but we'll see.
Everyone, I'm Paul, aka Pabro.
And I'm Andre, also known as Meddler. Today is October 30th, which is a bit earlier than usual, because we're flying to Worlds soon.
Remember when Zion got teaked? It's like that.
That kind of quality leak. Oh, good. I'm sure it's gonna be really. I hate it. Thank you, Magic Spells. Thank you for the 41 buds.
Update of the year, and before we get into some of the things you'll see in Season 1 2026, we wanted to thank you all for being on the journey with us this year.
As always,
That's
want
a
to show some
back
love
there.
for your passion, for keeping us honest, and for making working on this game so worth it. Now, in January, we'll be back to talk more about Season 1, as well as a little bit of what to expect for the rest of 2026 overall. But for
It's
now,
really weird that it's gonna be just like
We
season
learned a
1,
lot
2,
this
and
year
3
about
forever
seasons.
now.
Many of you
That's
liked
gonna
what
take some
came
getting
with the
used
themes,
to.
the map art updates, metagames, new champions, and champ updates overall, for example.
Yes, T-Hex was the big
We
mystery
also saw
project.
that
yes.
if we leaned too hard into a region, it could feel very one note, especially when it comes to skins. And as it turns out, there is too much of a thing like Noxus.
Do you know how you fix that? You don't make Noxus skins for the Noxus champions. That's how you fix it. The fact that it was like Noxie and Scion, like, whoa, dude. Crazy. We're gonna get Freljord Ash next. We just need, like, I think it would have been great if we just had, like, region swap skins, you know? Like, Noxus Poppy doesn't really look Noxian. Like, a Noxian Garen would have been really fun. Or, like, Ionian Swain would have gone so hard, you know? Or, like, Noxian Lux or something. Like, you could have done some cool region swaps. That would have been really fun. Priorities that, yeah, I know, I'm making a bit. But that thing's just so old, though. The Cathian Lux. Just, yeah, like, you don't have to have... It's clear as well with, like, the whole idea is, like, the skins have to be part of the lore. No, they don't. The Dark in Battle Pass, when Zehen came out, was, like, Biko. I don't think it really matters if the Battle Pass skins are lore-related or not. Like, you can have some lore-related skins. Absolutely. I implore them to do that. But I also think you should just be able to have some fun with it as well. Just have some characters in alternate aesthetics of Runeterra that we're not used to seeing. It would also be fun of, like, hypothetical, if we ever get a Targon season, you know, we get, like, hypothetical, what if this character became an aspect, you know? I think that'd be cool. It's characters who would be, like, worthy of becoming an aspect? I don't know, I'm blanking a bit right now, but it'd be cool. Yumi? I don't know. Cassidon? That actually would be kind of interesting. Ooh, Alawi. Ooh, that's a good one. I like Alawi. Tristana. Oh, we could do some stuff. Ooh, Nidalee would actually be kind of neat. Anyway.
It's a lot of red and black.
Yeah.
So, we'll continue to find the right balance for thematic seasons moving forwards. And speaking of which, it's time to talk about Season 1 of 2026. For
Yay.
this, we wanted a contrast from 2025, with its ancient danger, a dark inn, and quite a bit of scheming throughout. So next year, we want to kick things off with themes of unity, hope, and justice, with a drop of righteous judgment thrown in there for good measure.
So that means
Whoa.
petrocite, gold, and blue accents on the
Okay.
map,
Oh, wait.
as well as
Wait a second. Oh shit. Oh, what's his name? Fuck. I'm blanking on him. You know who I'm talking about. It's the one from LOR. Gorlith, right? It's Gorlith. It's Gorlith. Hell yeah. Just Phoebe. There's no payment. There's no visitation payment. They were 3 months, though. I appreciate it. I had to like, because there's that meme with Maximilian, dude, of them making up a league champion called Gorlak, and I'm like, Gorlith. No, that is right. He is called Gorlith. I better see Ballin as the storekeeper, dude. He better be here.
map, as well as some DEMACIA themed skins.
Okay, I promise you. Oh, well. Wish granted.
Gold and blue accents on the map, as
Wait.
well as some DEMACIA themed
DEMACIA. Talia is a interesting choice.
skins, including some
Wow. Wait. Yeah. Wait, this is the exact shit I'm talking about. Wait, Nautilus as a Petrocite Golem just works. Wait, that's sick as fuck. Talia is weird. That's a weird choice. I love me some Talia.
blue accents on the map, as well
Please tell me that's a
Oh,
Mage
it's some-
Seeker mask. Oh, please tell me Talia is like... Oh, please tell me it's like... This is like getting our version of Wisteria in the game somehow. Oh, that'd be so fucking cool. Oh, please. I hope she's like they have that. That would be such a really weird. Oh, that'd be great. They gave her the racism. Oh, but you know what? That's like we don't have an evil Talia skin yet, right? Unless I'm misremembering. I'm pretty sure we don't have one yet. So that would be a nice twist. Gotcha is evil. I don't think she has a gotcha skin yet, though. I guess she's got that the mythic essence skin. She's not evil in Star Guardian. Only in the corporate sense. And I made my favorite rock bender racist. Oh, everyone has to deal with it eventually. They have to witness their favorite character become racist. That's just how it is. That's how the world works. Oppenheimer, thank you for the 23 months. I forgot. I got flabbergasted. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
some DEMACIA themed skins,
DEMACIA.
including some champions reimagined as DEMACIans.
Demacians. Oh shit! Oh, Morgana. Oh, that's. We're looking at Morgana.
See the
Cho.
wonder.
As well as
Big
some
Cho.
DEMACIA themed skins, including some champions.
Holy man.
Hello.
Entry fee. Challenge. Modern day CHO'GATH skins try to be bad. Difficulty. Impossible.
What?
Sometimes I need to treat myself.
Here's my payment upon visitation. Also, as a CHO'GATH enjoyer, I am fed.
This. It is good. Also, wait. Are my notifications just not working?
Wonder.
Oh. That's why.
Nicky
'Cause
boy skillis you, Nicky boy skillis you.
it was just late to everything. That's why. Cat Bookers, thank you for the 10 months as well. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know how Cho'GATH keeps... Cho'GATH is a complete enigma. How does he do it? His model is so old. But, like, he keeps getting banger skins. It doesn't make any sense. But you know what? I guarantee you, whoever they got working on Cho skins, they get the same guy every time. They're like, all right, well, this guy is just really passionate about CHO'GATH. And it was me. I did it. Lurking Prime. Thank you for the Prime, dude. Thank you. Metaphor, sir. Hell yeah.
Reimagine as Demacians with plenty of non-Demacia skins for some variety.
So this is definitely a prestige. You know, a prestige skin that actually uses stained glass as part of its aesthetic. Has that been done yet? That in retrospect, that feels obvious. It just feels like that should make sense. That you can actually incorporate well. It looks nice at least. Yeah, that's like that's kind of like the base for prestige skins. Is just meant to look pretty. I personally like a bit more substance in my skins. You know.
Demacia skins.
Yeah, something like default cool or default pretty or whatever. I like when there's a bit of context behind it, I guess. Didn't Senna do it first? She was the first one to change. I just mean like having the fractal glass has been an established part of the whole prestige aesthetic for a while now. I just mean that usually the fractal glass just feels tacked on, you know? Like having it on the shoulder pads of the Jarvan Prestige or having it on the just shurikens of Zed. Like, it's just there because it's a prestige skin. What I mean here is it feels like the actual stained glass is part of the entire skin line's aesthetic. It's not just tacked on there because it's prestige. That makes sense. I'm still waking up a bit.
Variety.
That also means that the yearly cinematic in January will feature DEMACIA.
Yeah.
We're going back to old school DEMACIA this time.
Oh my god. Please tell me these two are getting a visual update. Please. Please. I can't. You know, I do actually want to do today as well. I've been meaning to go over to the model viewer to take a look at all the new TFT changes they did. All the model changes to like Lulu and Nidalee and T-Hex and stuff. I wanted to leave it until after the T-Hex video was out because I was worried if I talked about the T-Hex for too long, I was going to spoil everything that I was working on. But I cannot believe that they put the LOR Lux and all that marketing just to use the base League design anyway. I can't believe it. That feels so ass, man. I was so excited that they're like, oh my god, they're going to make the LOR Lux real. This is some bullshit. But they need a visual update stat. Pronto. Did my beloved stuff for your favorite? Oh, I'm having people like it. I'll do like a proper AMA after we watch the dev video about T-Hex. Shyvana fans got mega scared. I mean, there's no way Shyvana's not getting her rework soon. If we're having Season of Demacia. That's the one thing, at least, with the having seasons tied to regions, is that we can tell who's getting a VGU. At least, you know, this one it's obviously Shyvana. The problem is, it's a double-edged sword. It means that we're going to get consistent visual updates, at least, but it also means, like, now that Season of Noxus is over, what about Vladimir? You know?
No.
What about Cass? What about Talon? Season of Ione is over. What about poor Kennen? What about Wukong? What about Syndra? Like, when is it going to be that they get their time in the sun? Annie, you know? So, feels bad. Like, they're going to have to wait for the next Season of Noxus before that happens? I don't know. I just feel like they really got to ramp things up in terms of visual updates, personally. Or at least, like, allow themselves to update champions when it's not their own region. Thanks, text-to-speech. That message was sent 10 or 5 minutes ago. Thank you. Hasn't received an ASU. She got a model change in Wild Rift. She looks different there. A few other champions do. So you're gaslighting to thinking that because they used the splash art from Wild Rift. Oh god, my phone. They used the splash art from Wild Rift, but they didn't actually use the new design. Master Steve, thank you for the 41 months. Why is the text to speech being stupid today? I don't know. Interesting. I appreciate it though, thank you. The severe effect, yeah. So it'd be an alternate universe, maybe a rework of Vlad as the main character. I have no idea. Soul Star, thank you for the tier 1 though, I appreciate it.
In time to what some might consider the golden age of Demacia, when it was a beacon of hope and a bastion of justice.
I mean, that some would. Yeah. This is going to be weird now because technically the Mage Rebellion has not happened yet in universe, is the way that we're going. Silas might disagree. So the one upside of this, I guess it could go either way, right? I don't want Mage Seeker to get retconned because I think Mage Seeker and having Demacia would be like, the whole storyline of showing this pinnacle of hope and freedom is like, no, it isn't. It's a complete subjugation. And, huge theories of huge symbolism of classism and racism. It's a really compelling story. It's just when they release Silas, they turn him into just a cartoon villain. Like I get that they want to make him villainous because, he's been oppressed and imprisoned his whole life. He's not going to turn out the greatest person, obviously. But he's just cartoonishly evil. And it just, well, who am I supposed to root for here, guys? And then Mage Seeker comes along. And Mage Seeker just fixed everything for me. Like, it completely changed Silas into like, okay, yeah, he's kind of an asshole. But he's learning. And he's kind of learning to fight for the right reasons. And there's like, oh, there are good people in Demacia as well. Not everyone is evil there. Lux is obviously like a beacon there. Bro, made Morgana more of a central character. Like, it was great. Prod, alert boxes isn't working at all anymore. Awesome, thank you. 5 gifted, so you don't got to do that. I appreciate it, thank you. You don't got to do that, though. Maybe both sides are good. It's like there's good and bad. There's a lot more bad on the Demacian side, to be fair. But yeah, I'm hoping that at least I don't want them to undo that by any means. What I am hoping is if we have a chance to retell the story of Mage Seeker, don't make Silas a cartoon villain this time. That would be nice. Yeah, Morgana, the true side of Demacia, and Kale, the fake propaganda. Yeah, I think it's a great side of the storytelling, especially because you have the light and dark, right? It's like, oh, the light, bright hope, but Kale's kind of a dickhead. Then Morgana's shadows and darkness, but she's actually the more compassionate one. I think it's really cool. So I hope that they have a chance to do that. If they're having an opportunity to retell his story.
Hey, Andre, are we forgetting something?
I don't think so.
Yeah, kind of like Ruination Event versus Ruin King, yeah.
Yeah, let's keep going. I don't want this to drag on.
Ha ha ha.
We have a range of Summoner's Rift changes.
I wonder who that could be.
In a moment. And this year, we'll also talk about some updates to Swift Play.
Are we not going to get to see her, though?
And Step and Freak, who will walk you through some of the Summoners.
So, Pablo, why'd you say it like that?
With that, we're going to hand it over to Riot and Step and Freak, who will
We're going to hand it over to Riot and Step and Freak! He got jump scared reading that name.
Walk you through some of the Summoner's Rift changes coming in January.
Hey everyone, I'm Riot and Step.
And I'm Freak.
And we're here to talk to you about the Summoner's Rift gameplay changes coming in January.
Over the last few
Hey,
years,
it's the thingy people use. Thank you.
Make Silas like Magneto. A villain that is a good reason to fight but goes about it the wrong way.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, yeah. I think it adds more nuance to his character. But maybe not. Magneto also can often lead into being cartoonishly evil. They've done that in a lot of his interpretations. It's like, why is it? It's like Silas cosplay Freak right here with the jacket.
Team fighting over neutral objectives, fighting around grubs, dragons, or that vision ward you just placed around grubs or dragons.
And while we know 5v5s make for some of the highest highs, we want to swing back towards a state where more strategies like splitting or sieging are more viable.
So we're making some changes to major neutral objectives, towers, and minions in order to do just that.
Additionally, we're making adjustments to roles so everyone has an appropriate impact on the
It's been a while since we've had a big season shakeup, right? I think that most of the previous seasons, like especially like this year, was mostly all about aesthetics. They didn't really do any sweeping gameplay changes. I guess Otacon and the Roses, that was kind of the big thing. But other than that, there wasn't much. Like there wasn't really any new new things besides Otacon. The Noxus season, yeah. Oh.
See the wonder.
Just keep watching.
Cheap viewers. Holy, that's crazy. Cheap view. That's crazy, dude. Cheap viewers just for me? What a deal. Fucking, what? Does anyone fall for that? Like the people, these bots like commented like, you can buy viewers. Who falls for that?
Outcome of each game, because right now,
free viewers.
Some lanes are much better at turning a winning lane into a winning game.
We also have some delightful...
Oh, thank you again, Lurking Prod. That was 4 minutes ago.
improvements, so let's get started.
Thanks, Alert
The
Box.
first thing you'll notice in January is that the game starts faster. We want to reduce downtime after you load in, so minions and basic jungle camps first spawn 35 seconds earlier than they...
What? What?
They do today.
I don't...
You'll still be able to pull off
Just do it
early
twice.
invades, but you'll have to be much more decisive when you load.
All of your days.
Prawn, you didn't gift subs 5 times. Wait. What is going on? What? It's bugging out. Okay, I'm just gonna mute Alert Box for now, and then I'll I'll just read it out manually. It's bugging out.
We're also making some changes to Vision. It's an incredibly powerful tool in League, but right now it feels monopolized by supports and sometimes by...
Damn it. No TFT mall for Lulu there. I'm also like completely not hearing at all what they say.
Reduce downtime after you load in, so minions and basic jungle camps first spawn 35 seconds earlier than they do today.
Okay.
You'll still be able to pull off early invades.
I like
you'll have
that
to be much more
personally.
decisive
As
when you
game
load in.
starts faster.
We're also making some changes to Vision. It's an incredibly powerful tool in League, but right now it feels monopolized by supports and sometimes by junglers. We want to make effectively warding the map easier to learn for everyone, and give more opportunities and power towards drops by pushing champions, especially mid and top laners who are side laning later in the game.
So, we're adding Phaelites, locations that grant temporary bonus vision to wards with unique bonus vision areas for each spot. Some Phaelite rings will be available at the beginning of each game, while others reveal themselves when the Elemental Rift transforms, particularly those that would otherwise disrupt early game jungle.
Okay, so on to the objectives.
I don't even know what it was. What was it like? Is it a placeable thing
Mid
or
and top laners who are side laning later in the game.
So, we're adding Phaelites.
or is it something you walk over? What the hell even is it? Put a ward in the ring. Oh, if you put a ward in the
Locations that
circle, it just makes like a... Okay. Interesting. So it's just like designated ward spots that will just show up, and you can get stronger wards by putting them in there. Is that what I'm getting at? Okay. Interesting. Interesting change.
Temporary bonus vision to wards with
I don't
unique bonus
dislike
vision
it.
areas for each spot. Some Phaelite rings will be available at the beginning of each game, while others reveal themselves when the Elemental Rift transforms, particularly those that would otherwise disrupt early game jungle.
Okay, so on to the objectives. Otacon was one of the biggest additions to the Rift this year.
Yeah.
It was a pretty cool, unique objective to fight over.
Was.
That
Oh,
said,
no.
it contributed to objective fatigue, which many of you cited as an issue, and we agree. we wanted to alleviate this over time. We had removed the second form of Otacon, we removed the second set of grubs, but it really wasn't enough. So, just like Zehen did, we are cutting Otacon out of the game. That includes Blood Roses and the
Aww.
That said,
Oh, I get it. I know why. I get it. Also, like thematically, like the story, like he's dead now. It like the story, like I get it, but I'm gonna miss him. I like this silly little demon guy. Like I'm gonna miss him.
We are cutting Otacon.
I won't miss him. I know for gameplay reasons, a lot of people didn't like him all that much, especially near the end. But I still liked him. I like that he was here. I'm gonna miss the guy. You tell me like if we got Krampus at least. We got like a skin for him at the end. To bulk. So is there just like, I wonder if they're gonna replace him with something new, or if, is it just no? We don't want to have him anymore. Like we're just getting rid of this objective.
Out of the game. That includes Blood Roses and the petals with them.
that said, let us know what you think about limited time gameplay changes and if there's something you'd like to see more.
You know what? Hell yeah. You know, I actually wouldn't mind if we just, like, you know, if you're going to do that and you're going to just remove them at the end of the season, but that also means we just get a whole lot of other new stuff. That means there's just new things happening all the time. I like that. And we have a Demacia season, we get Gorlith actually shows up. Or if the towers come alive or something, I don't know. You could just have cool things. Oh yeah, like you have Vilemaw and a Shadow Owl season or stuff. Not even just like they do the same thing as Otacon. Like you could have different things. That would be really cool. It's basically asking, do you want new things? Yes or no? No, I hate new things. I hate change. I hate add new experiences.
What you think about limited time gameplay changes and if there's something you'd like to see more of.
But back to Otacon, his removal also means that Baron will go back to his old 20-minute spawn time. Welcome back, King.
Additionally, we're making all epic monsters more durable, especially late game dragons as you get closer to Dragon Soul. That should make it so that it's easier for teams on the back foot to contest dragons and other epic monsters or trade something meaningful on the other side of the map.
Finally, we're also removing feats of strength from the game. We like that they push teams to progress the game and provided goals to rally around, but we think we can create better gameplay systems that allow for players to have more individual agency over their games.
Wow. I'm kind of shocked that they were removing that. I feel indifferent to that because I didn't mind it. I thought maybe at the start, I think at the beginning of the season I didn't like it because, you know, it's like it was just whoever got first blood. First to 3 kills felt more fair. But I don't dislike it. So I'm not like sad to see it go, but I'm not happy to see it go either, you know? So I didn't mind it. And having the upgradable shoes. I think maybe I just like it because I miss shoe upgrades. Used to have that way back in the day. I hope they add shoe upgrades in some other variety because I thought those were fun. Yeah, I like the shoe upgrades, but I think I just like that because those existed ages ago. But you know what this feels like to me? It's weird because we're not used to seeing Riot doing this. This feels like a Monster Hunter thing. I know I like really everything in Monster Hunter, but it's like a similar thing where they will just test random bullshit. And in this case, it'd be like, you know, for Monster it's different games, but here's a different season. They'll just test something new. And if it doesn't work, that's okay. That's okay. Just try something again in the next one. You know, like Rise has Wyvern riding and the wire bugs, and like that was an interesting experience for that game, but it doesn't need to be a mainstay moving forward. Let's try something new in the next one. You know, like they always try something new. They're not stagnant. That's why every Monster Hunter feels so unique, and ideally that would mean that every season of League feels unique as well. Which I think that's really cool. I hope that that's what they're going for. Yeah, Rise and Ramp, like that's an example of like, you know, compared to in this case, like a lot of people feel that way about Otacon. They just don't like Otacon. Although I think Rampage is a lot more universally disliked, but that's something they tried. You can't fault them for trying. That's how I feel. They tried something, and if it didn't work out, that's okay. We'll try something else again. So, doesn't mean I want to play more Rampages and I didn't hate their guts, but it just means that they're constantly trying to innovate. So, I would much rather a lot of new things being attempted and not all of them working than just playing it safe forever. So I hope that we get like there's new things in its place. So we're not just getting things removed.
With feats getting the boot, we're adding back some gold rewards for First Blood and First Turret.
Another way we're looking to improve sieging is with a new mechanic called Crystalline Overgrowth, which is kind of like a universal demolish
Skarner
effect.
reference.
Crystals will build up on towers over.
Oh wow,
minutes,
it's like
and when
it
hit,
is
they're
colored like
consumed
the old
to deal
Skarner.
explosive damage based on how much buildup has accumulated. This should help enable pushing windows in more situations, even if you're behind or don't have the highest DPS. Demolish will be sticking around, but will be simplified to a good old 3-hit passive.
We love 3-hit passives.
Yes, we do.
Turret play.
That's gonna be a big nerf for some characters. That's gonna be a massive nerf for some characters and a huge buff for others. I feel like for bruisers, that's gonna be way better. Yeah. Why crystals? Yeah, that is interesting. Crystals is Yeah, I'm not sure why they're going with crystals.
Windows in more situations, even if you're behind or don't have the highest DPS.
Double demolish.
Demolish will be sticking around. But
Yeah, like
will be
any tanks with higher attack speed or bruisers are gonna like benefit from this specifically. Look at Ornn. Look at Ornn just like take 300 years to proc that. Oh my God, Trundle. Oh dear God, Trundle. Jesus, I didn't even oh my God. Yeah, Trundle's going to be brutal with that. Urgot, oh yeah. Although I don't think Urgot really takes Demolish. And Urgot's not really much of a split pusher, but like, oh, Volley. Yeah, Volley, Fiora, Trundle. Ooh. Diana would probably be nasty with that too, but I don't really see Diana being played top that much.
passive.
We love 3-hit passive.
Range top. I assume it's going to still work like old Demolish. We have to get close.
Turret plates will now
hope
stay
so.
on outer turrets permanently and will be added to the inner and
Oh.
inhibitor towers as well.
Oh.
We're doing this to create long-term piecemeal rewards.
So this is just like the Baus Trick 2G patch. That's so much extra money in the game, though. That's an insane amount of extra money.
For pushing. No matter what state the turret's in, you're likely to mine some gold by taking aggressive actions. We're not adding more gold to the map with these changes. Instead, mine some gold by taking aggressive piecemeal rewards for pushing. No matter what state the turret's in, you're likely to mine some gold by taking aggressive
Didn't say
actions.
how much.
We're not adding more gold to the map with these changes. Instead, we're going to be basically spreading out the current gold for killing a tower. And
Oh. Okay. So instead of getting a big chunk of money by killing the tower, you get like little progressive bits of money for taking down tower plating. Okay.
splitting it across the plates.
To further facilitate pushing, we're ramping up
Yeah,
minion
that's a good
respawn
change.
rates
I
in
like
the late
that.
game to give more frequent access to sieging turrets. We're also adjusting late game home guards to swiftly take you to your most pushed minion wave in each lane.
And finally,
Using Scion in this example, they know. They know what they're doing.
To your most
They know what playstyle they're. They know. They know it. This is not subtle. This is
pushed
not
minion
subtle
wave
at
in each
all.
lane.
And finally, next turrets will respawn with partial health missing. We like that the respawn allows a team to hold their base for a while.
I like that. That's a good change. I think that respawning to full HP is, yeah, that's a little egregious, but having that last line of defense, I like that the towers respawn, but having them respawn at full HP, yeah, that was a bit much. This is good. Good changes so far. This is nice.
And not have to worry about getting backdoored by a Twitch, but with a full health respawn, it meant that it was honestly incorrect for a sieging team to finish killing the turret sometimes.
Now, for our biggest change for next year, role quests.
When you load into the game in January, top, bot,
Interesting.
and mid lane will now have their own quests that reward unique power, similar to the jungle pet evolutions and the support item upgrades.
You'll progress these new quests by killing
Interesting.
minions, champions, plates, towers, or epic objectives. All the things you'd normally be doing in a game. You'll progress even faster by doing those in your assigned lane.
Your quest is decided by which role you've been assigned in the lobby. So if you and a friend or a stranger want to change roles, make sure you do an official trade in Champ Select.
One of our goals with these role quests is to buff top and bot carry relative to the other roles.
Because
as they're
they were the
currently
21
weakest,
boys,
and as a
dude.
result, the quest rewards
There's
are
no
going to be
fee.
comparatively stronger for them. Now, let's get into the rewards which will be granted in a new role quest slot.
Historically, top laners haven't always felt like they have the agency over the games that they deserved, even if they won their lane. And that's something we would like to change this season. Upon quest completion, top laners will receive pretty much Summoner Teleport for free on top of the 2 summoners they already chose.
Excuse me? What? What? The fuck? Oh, I must have been mishearing. What?
On their lane. And that's something we would like to change this season. Upon quest completion, top laners will receive pretty much Summoner Teleport for free.
Wonder.
What?
21 months of entry fee. So proud
What?
to be an avid entry fee payer.
Wait. Did you guys hear that? I have alert box turned off. What is going on? The voices... Alert box is literally turned off. What is happening?
Hey, it's a thingy people use. Thank you.
Did that...
Adk's gonna be even more broken.
Wait, that... Oh... I think my computer's haunted. It's just gonna be more broken. Oh, wait. Wait, if top lane gets teleport for free... Oh, no.
Hey, it's a thingy people use.
Okay, that works.
Thank you.
Is it back to normal?
G-Bill 3 summoner spells?
Yeah, I have 3 summoner spells. Oh, dear. I didn't hear anything. What are you talking about? Top lane gets teleport for free as an additional summoner spell.
On top of the 2 summoners they already chose. Now, if you had taken Teleport in pregame, instead that spell gets a lot stronger, giving a very, very large shield when you use it.
Holy, okay. Oh, jeez. I think it's just more worth to take any other summoner spell then. Like, dear God, oh no. Like, Darius can take Flash Ghost and still have Teleport. That is horrifying. That is, like... Shen can take Ignite and win the lanes even harder than he already does and still have Teleport and is... Oh, dear Lord. Oh, God. That is evil. Okay, I don't know how long that's gonna last. That sounds diabolical.
In addition to getting a functionally free summoner spell, top laners will also get a bunch of bonus XP up front, more XP from future sources, and an increased level cap.
Now, to mid lane.
Increased level...
And an increased level cap.
Guys, there's no way top lane's that weak. There's no... What?
Hey,
What is
it's
this?
a thingy people
We're trying to make it to the
use.
god roll, or what is this shit?
I'm the ghost of Christmas fee. If you keep denying me, there won't be more champions updates and triple the gotcha skins.
You can't fool me. I literally see that it's Bear Commander. You can't fool me. Nice try, though. Top got Earth mode? What the... Level 20. Oh, what? That's level 19. Does it go up
Now,
to level...
to mid lane.
Oh,
Hey,
Huge
it's a
variety of
thingy
champions can be played there, so we
people
wanted this
use.
reward to be
Thank
good,
you.
whether
Top Udyr.
Top lane Noah, let's go.
Jesus.
mage, assassin, or both, like Malphite mid. And upon completing the quest, mid laners will receive a free tier 3 boot upgrade like the ones you could buy with feats, as well as a faster recall.
Oh.
Rounding it out for new quests.
What?
In bot lane, we're going to lean even harder into...
I guess that's how we're keeping the boots?
Rounding it out for...
Mid
new
laners
quests.
just get them for
like the
free?
ones you could buy with feats, as well as a faster.
And you get a Baron recall. What on
Rounding
earth?
out for new quests. In
Quinn
bot lane,
mid.
we're going to lean even harder into the carry part of the role. So while top laners getting bonus XP, bot laners are getting a whole bunch of extra gold. When completing their quest, they get a lump sum of gold, increased gold from minion kills, champ kills, and champion assists
Oh
for the rest
my
of the game.
God.
And you might be asking, well then what do I do with all this gold if I hit item cap? Don't worry, the item cap is going up. Your 7th item slot will hold your boots.
What?
Allow you to get...
What? Excuse me. Oh,
Hey,
God.
it's a thingy
ADC
people
weak
use.
roll.
Thank you.
Oh,
They
my
added the Wild
God.
Rift boots mechanic.
Oh, dear God. Oh, this is going to be chaos. See, if top lane didn't also get all those crazy stats, I'd say ADC got the best of it. Bonus gold and a 6 item for free.
Hey, it's a
That's-
thingy people use.
That's
Thank
insane.
you.
Welcome to League of Legends. We're on crack.
What happened? I just joined.
Hey,
You know
it's
how
a thingy
junglers,
people
they have the
use.
little
Thank you.
pet they have to upgrade to
At
get
carry
their
metal
smite?
bound, I'm gonna tell any of my balcony. Bye.
That's it might be. You know, junglers have the little jungle pets they have to upgrade, supports their little quest. Every lane's getting quests now. Top lane gets teleport for free and can go up to level 20. Mid lane gets the boots upgrades and Baron recall forever, and AD carry gets just bonus gold inherently and can get a 6th item while still having boots. That, oh God, this is
6 full legendary items for extra hard late game scaling.
Jungle and support already have quests and rewards, but we still wanted to take this opportunity to make
like the thing is for AD carry that makes sense more than any others to have 6 items because the point of the AD carry is to be like the late game hyper carry. So I get it. I also just fucking despise AD carry. So
some changes to them. Jungle is by far the strongest role in the game right now, especially when it comes to early map influence. So
okay, I want to see if you guys think I'm crazy or not. I think I agree. Jungle is the strongest role in the game, and also the worst one, and not worst in terms of impact. Worst in terms of like it has too much impact, and so if you fuck up on jungle more compared to any other role, you are a complete detriment to your team. Like, junglers have too much responsibility. They're in charge of too much, and so if you get a bad jungler, it's worse than anything else. Yeah, and because of that, you are blamed for everything. Even stuff that is, like, you have to get all the objectives. You have to make sure that every single one of your lane wins. And you have to farm for yourself. And off the off chance that you're not even getting invaded. Like, if the support decides to roam into your jungle, that's your fault, bro. Like, and you have to be, like, the one, like, there's the secondary ward carry next to the supports. Like, you are in charge of way too goddamn much. And if anything goes wrong, it's your fault. Like, there's no wonder that jungle diff was a thing. Like, it's just, yeah, it's a mess. Like, I think they have to, yeah, the parent. Like, if any lane loses, jungler's fault. And also the fact that the jungler can simultaneously, like, if they pick a lane they want to, that lane can just win. You know? They're like, okay, I'm just going to spawn camp a mid lane or top lane or whatever. That lane just wins inherently. But then they sacrifice the other laner, potentially. Like, it's so, yeah, it's like, it's so stressful. I think they're finding a good way to fix that has been by just making more characters able to jungle has helped a lot. And I'm like, I know people don't like the catch-up XP, but I think, like, there was, for me in League, there was no feeling worse than being completely gapped by an enemy jungler, especially when I was playing casual review. This would happen all the time because my normal game MMR just stinks and I'm fighting diamonds and master tiers in my normal games for some reason. If I'm playing jungle and I want to play something silly, like if I'm playing jungle Ornn and trying to record that game and it turns out my opponent is a Masters Lee Sin, you know what happens? I get invaded.
No.
Constantly. And especially before catch-up XP was a thing, if I get invaded, my camps get stolen, tough, like tough shit, Sherlock. Like, it's over. You have no way to get back. You're stuck perpetually behind. You can't take your laner's XP because now you're putting them behind. Like, you're just a sitting duck. It sucks. So like I get why there's frustration among some people in jungle mains. Are like, you're making jungle too easy. I get it, but also it is an ass role to play half the time, because there's too much responsibility, and because that it's too important. It's too important to be good at that role, like the best one, I guess. So it's like it's simultaneously the worst role and the best role at the same time. That's just my thoughts, though. I know a lot of people they like jungle a lot, or they hate jungle, and whatever. I'd rather play top lane. I'd rather be in my own island, or I'd rather play mid. I'd rather play support. I'd rather play anything except bot lane. I don't want to play bot lane. I hate bot lane so much. That one I just despise. That one is just like, I want to play the role that just duct tapes a kick me sign to my back. That's what I want to do.
We're slightly lowering the speed.
The most impactful, also the least fun role. I would say 80 carries are the least fun role for me personally, but I think it's the least fun role for a lot of people. It's
early game clears to give lane matchups a little bit more time to play out uninterrupted. We're also making it harder for non-junglers to steal objectives by increasing their resists and making Smite deal more damage.
Their role quest is still getting pet upgrades and PvP Smite like before, and they're now getting increased golden XP from large monsters when the quest is done, as well as bonus movement speed in the jungle.
Similar to jungle, we think support
that's a Nunu. I think there's a reason they're using Nunu there. Increased movement speed.
It's already plenty powerful.
That's gonna be
nice. It's a very
nice.
functional role quest, so we didn't want to directly increase their power. With that in mind, we wanted to give them quality of life oriented upgrades, so we're giving them a new slot exclusively for control wards.
Oh my god, it's back. I really like this change. Just a designated control ward. Oh, that is great. Oh, I like that. I like that that is I like that. I missed the ward stone. I thought that was take that check. There's no. I assume you can still buy extra pink wards, because what if yours gets destroyed, right? But like, you gotta need some extra stuff. Also, is this normal to build Heart Steel on support Leona? Is that thing? That doesn't seem normal.
Nature's surprise!
FedEx says,
Here's my T-Hex fee.
There's no
You gotta
T-Hex
pay
fee.
back what you spent. Really liked the video BTW. Hope you're able to make more of that kind.
thank you. There's nothing harder for me that video than recording, shilling my Patreon page. It's so hard for me to do that. Thank you for the 8 months, though, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Nature's surprise!
Toastic, thank you for the Prime as well, dude. Thank you. I appreciate it. Us Leona mates barely build it. I mean, it sounds... I feel like it would be good if you played like Leona top or something. Leona support feels a bit... It's a bit expensive, isn't it?
Love
on the support
T-Hex
budget.
Video, but please, I hated playing with that thing as Baron buff in Wild Rift. Please not again.
I did make a point in the video that moveset would not work in League. So, don't worry. I don't want that moveset in League. Worry not. I appreciate it, though. There's no
Discounts
TXP.
on
No, there's
wards,
it.
and a little bit more gold over time.
Discounts.
They can exclusively for control wards. Discounts on control wards, and a little bit more
That's
gold over
nice.
time so they can keep pace a little better with the other roles.
Overall, we want these quests to represent meaningful power spikes in a way that leans into the unique strengths of each role. This also allows us to delete the lane swap detective mechanic that we added last year to combat pro lane swapping. We'll be keeping a close eye on how quests land, so
That'll be
please
nice.
let us know your thoughts next year.
But role quests aren't all we have planned to make your champions feel more
That's
satisfied.
already
We're gonna
massive
bring back a few
changes.
items to the Rift for each class, so give them some shiny
Oh?
new toys, including bringing
Oh
back a few
no!
of our
Oh no!
favorites like
I saw it calling. I'm like, oh god, Hextech Gunblade. I knew exactly where they were going with that when they showed a calling and said we're bringing back some old items. Oh jeez. Oh, that's gonna be like complete split down the middle of some people are gonna be like, yes, Gunblade's back, and the other one's like, oh god, Gunblade's back. Oh god.
Pay the no fee. Also hope you feeling great, Nikki.
There's no fee. There's no fee at all. Mixed thing for the 2 months,
It's
dude.
a
I
thingy
appreciate it.
people
Thank
use.
you.
Thank you.
Nice time to permaban Katarina / Akali.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Oh my god, ZZ Rot. Oh, please. That's what I know people hate it. I miss it. I miss it so much.
Hex Deck Gunblade.
For example, we're adding the new Scepter of Bonking for AP fighters, which will empower your Spellblade Bonk. to
Scepter of
double on hit
Bonking?
That's not the final name, is it?
Please?
I would like it, but no, we're probably gonna give it something in canon.
Oh.
I do love bonking. Well, anyway, given none of
Just
these
have it
names
be
are final,
Lilia's
if
branch.
you're an AD
There
fighter
you go.
without a good way to get Omnivamp, you can grab Blood Sphere, which will give you some Omnivamp and also ability haste scaling with your AD.
Or if you play an AD carry who's really good at
jeez.
auto spacing, you can pick up Snowbow for extra range on takedown, plus damage amp based on how far away you are from your opponents.
We took a hard look at which subclasses didn't feel like they were getting
Caitlyn
enough
item?
support from the current item system and worked to fill those spaces. So we're hoping many champions have at least one of the 9 new items that they can get excited about.
9!
Speaking of which, we're also
9 new, holy, they heard the complaints of the no items getting added this season. Holy moly. 9 new items. Is that, and that's not counting Gunblade. Right? They say new items. I'd assume that would be like this, like separate. No, did they mention Storm? Is Storm Razor back? Items are in the dev. Okay, okay. Well, I'll look. Okay, I'll take a look at the dev post
adding
after
crit damage
looking
back
at this.
200%.
All right. We know that was a lot to cover. We're excited to hear what you think of all these changes
That
as
is
the
a
new season
lot.
kicks off.
Wow.
And in case
The
you're
Storm
looking
was
for even
removed.
more
Oh yeah,
details
ages
or
ago.
insights on these changes, make sure to check out the dev blog that's live right now.
That's it from us on the Summoner's Rift team, and so we'll throw it back to Pablo and Medler, and we'll see you on the Rift.
I didn't see.
Okay,
What didn't I see?
Take all the gold. I really don't need it.
What
You
the
don't need
fuck?
to shill Patreon. I'll still be here.
Cadence, you can't keep.
Clutching.
What the fuck, man?
Amazingly. I appreciate Cass and T-Hex so much. You and all the other artists do good work.
Cadence, you can't do. They paid the no. $200. Yes, but don't you need like money for food and rent? Jesus Christ, man. How do you keep doing this?
Hey, it's a thingy people use.
He's trying to fund the next
Cadence trying to fund your next rework / champion.
insanity, man. It's like, I don't even know what to say to that. Like I don't know how to. I don't even know what to say. The donation final boss. The Patreon tier before you took it from
It's
me.
reassuring how alone.
I mean, can you blame me when like the last few Patreon videos are taking so long to finish?
Hello.
You blame me for the guilt I felt. How much do we have to donate to bring Nikki Girl back? Oh, I have to remove that emote. Thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot about removing the Twitch ones. Should I roll? He did do the. Thank you, Cadence. Though you don't. I thank you, Dan, for gifting a sub to them as well. I can't. You did all that. You would. Really destroy it? No. I didn't destroy. No, I wouldn't destroy her.
Hey, it's a thingy people use. Thank you.
What do you think about Yone being meta next season? Great, isn't it?
When is he ever not? The expense probably takes you do YouTube full time. Yeah, although I'm probably maybe I still have some university electives I have to finish, which is stupid that I finished my thesis, but because of pandemic and me taking less courses per semester than I normally would, so that I have time for YouTube stuff, it means I still have a bunch of electives I have to do before I can officially graduate, which stinks. But I didn't take this semester because of mental problems and physical. I still have not fully recovered. My shoulder and back are still bad. How the thesis went good. I got like an 86. 87, something like that. So I got a good mark on it. That felt good. Just I'm saying, oh my, wait, crit's going back.
Changes as the new season kicks off.
And in case you're looking for even more details or insights on these changes, make sure to
Items that they can get excited about. Those space.
Bow for extra range on takedown, plus damage amp based on how far away you are from your opponents.
We took a hard look at which subclasses didn't feel like they were getting enough support from the current item system and worked to fill those spaces. So we're hoping many champions have at least one of the 9 new items that they can get excited about.
Speaking
That's
of
what
which,
I
we're also
missed.
adding crit damage back to 200%.
All right. We know that was a lot to cover. We're excited to hear
Oh
what you think.
no. And 80 carries. He's got a 6 item slot. Oh dear. Oh bother. Oh jeez. First, you don't need to be rude about it, but casual champion review will come back when I'm in the right headspace to do it again. And I feel content and happy making them again. Which will probably be at some point at the start of next year. I got to the point where I was miserable making those videos. I did not feel good making casual champion review anymore. It was a draining experience for very little outcome. I feel significantly more joy with the video, like the videos that come out recently. I've felt so good about the T-Hex video, about the Jeopardy, about the scripted videos. Like I felt so much better. I feel more fulfilled. Vlad reference, yeah. So okay, man, Yone? Yes.
Hello.
Just as long as you say that he's the worst and he's going to hell. You don't gotta do that.
Of all these changes as the new season kicks off.
And in case you're looking for even more details or
Jeopardy is
insights on these
scripted.
changes,
Yep,
make sure to check out
all
the
of
dev blog
it.
that's live right now.
That's it from us on the
I mean, you
Rift
see
team,
the Red
and
Mercy
so
bit?
we'll
How
throw
could
back
that not
to
be
Pyro and
scripted?
Medler, and we'll see you on the Rift.
Clearly.
Okay, let's talk about ranked. This year we've been making improvements to
Please go back to the point system to get the skin. Please remove the 15 wins. I can't stand it. I could, like, the first 15 was fine, but then I somehow got to Emerald 3, and it was just a horror show after that. I did not deserve to be at that elo, and I got stomped every game. I can't, the old one was like, get like 8 wins. Cool. That's all I need. 8, or like not even 8 wins. It was like losses counted towards it, but it was just less so. I felt I had to play like, I did, not even like I felt, I definitely did have to play so much more ranked, and that was miserable. Did not enjoy that. Especially after, like, I enjoy Swift play so much more than base League of Legends. I enjoy the passive gold income and the everything happening faster. What about Flex? I don't play Flex at all. I don't much care for it. None of my friends want to play ranked either. So I had a little bender where Nathan was playing ranked a bit. We played a bit of ranked together. I think he was just trying to... I don't even remember what he was playing ranked for now that I think about it. He was playing it for a while. But then, he changed the tuber. No, it's just because for some reason my phone keeps connecting and disconnecting constantly. So unless you wanted to hear the like, like you just want to keep hearing the connection sound over and over and over again, then yeah. How much do I charge for coaching? You're gonna get really terrible coaching from me.
and make your matches more fair through improvements to inting and greeting detection. And, more recently, we ran a test in late September that reduced queue times by 40% at all ranks, in ranked, in EU West and Oceania. We want to double down on that work and make 2026 the
2x
best time
KO
yet
reference.
to climb.
So next year, we'll be also tackling 2 common frustrations, mismatched teams and long queues. Something we want to address is visual rank disparity in lobbies as well. When players start their climbs late after a reset, you may see a bronze player in an otherwise gold game, which can feel particularly unfair. When in reality, that player was gold last season, but they haven't gotten back to that rank yet because they've had less time to play. So we're adding a climb indicator to loading screens when a player's MMR is higher than their visible rank. This will let other players know that you're climbing quickly and your displayed rank
That's a good change. I like that.
hasn't caught up yet.
I'll be masters. Oh yeah.
We're also making changes to how flex and solo duo MMR are calculated. A common pain point is someone who is silver in flex and, say, diamond in solo duo just stomping a bunch of games, when in reality they're truly diamond in both ladders. So this season, if your solo duo MMR is much higher than your flex MMR, the system should bring your flex rank a lot closer to your solo duo one.
Does that
And
affect
should mean flex
normals at
matchups
all?
will feel a fair bit more balanced moving forwards.
Next, we're making changes to autofill. The reality of League is that certain roles are substantially more popular than others, and having an autofill jungler versus a jungle main can feel like an auto loss. This means that quite often people
Is that a jab that jungle's just not popular? Is that I feel like that's the indication they're giving off that jungle's not super popular. Which if that is true, only leads further to my previous point about like jungle is so important, but no one wants to play it. So what would be the most support's got to be down there because everyone wants to be the main character. It's always an autofill role. Yeah, I always feel like jungle and support feel like the autofill roles more often. It's saying jungle's intimidating to learn for new players. Yeah, but even like in solo games, if I pick top jungle, I'm often gonna get jungle.
more popular than
Let's probably roll in high elo, less than lower. That's there again. Perfect point. Super popular in high elo because it's so important and it has so much impact. It's such an important part of the team in charge of so many things. Like a good jungler can just completely take over the game all on their own. Like, you can't do that as a support or as a top laner.
than others, and having an autofill jungler versus a jungle main can feel like an auto loss. This means that quite often people either dodge to avoid it or hold your lobby hostage in order to get you to dodge. When nobody likes queue times, this is an awful experience.
So we have a number of changes to make autofill fairer, and to reward you for sticking with the role you're assigned when you do get autofilled. First, if someone on your team is autofilled, the system will try to match autofilled players by role. So an autofilled jungler versus another autofilled jungler, for example. If it can't match...
That evens the playing field, but that's also fucking hilarious. That is a solution, but that is fucking funny, though. Like, you get into a game, and you have 2 AD carries on both teams that have no idea how to play AD carry. That's just a funny situation. Who is the worst auto? This is just gonna incentivize more role diversity. Maybe people like try to learn more things. Simpsons monkey knife fight. Yeah, that's gonna make the supports real angry. Imagine if you're a support player or an AD carry and like your lane partner on both sides is auto-filled. I guess there's more. What the hell was that? Bear, thank you for the. What? I don't even know. I don't even know what that is. Thank you.
by roles, it will then of course fall back and try to ensure the same number of auto-filled players on each team.
50 horses.
We do know though that even with that balance, autofill games can still feel discouraging when you play your best in a role that you didn't choose. That's why we're adding a new system called Aegis of Valor. If you're autofilled and earn a mastery score of C or greater, the Aegis will trigger. You won't lose any LP on a loss, or you'll earn double LP for a win.
What?
Will trigger. You won't lose.
Holy shit. This is only for autofill, right? Not just fill. That I feel like that's an important distinction.
Can't match by
Just
roles.
autofill. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, if it was just fill, that would be insane. I don't even. It doesn't even show up on the on the on the alert box. So like people on YouTube, they just hear the weird sound. Nothing else. It's like a weird bit sending thing. I think you'll start farming autofill. That actually means like if you get autofilled, but you're prolific in other roles, it's like, oh shit, this is a good thing. If I just play decently well, that means that like either like, it's a win-win. Like I can not even lose LP, but I also have to like just gain an insane amount as well. That is crazy. That's gonna be weird to see how that pans out. Actually, I feel like that could end up being a disaster, because like if the person is autofilled and they like, you know what, I give up. Yeah, C feels too easy. I agree. I think it should be a B. I think it should be like if you perform, you know, averagely. C feels like there's wiggle room to just int your ass off. Or just farm, like if you're a jungler autofill, you just stay and farm the whole time. Yeah. Maybe not like an A. A might be a bit too much, because that's like asking you to perform really well on a role that you're not familiar with. Which is, you know, it's not entirely reasonable. Like the whole point of autofill is you're going to be put somewhere that you're not good at. But C might be a bit too forgiving. B seems like a good compromise, I feel. Whoever KDA players that want to troll and just play, yeah, it's like if you just want to be AFK, you can probably get a C just by having good CS, but it doesn't mean you contributed to the team very much. So we'll see.
That's why we're adding a new system called Aegis of Valor.
Yeah, it'll probably need some tweaking, I imagine.
C or greater, the Aegis will trigger. You won't.
What do they consider autofill? Well, I mean, it's the same as it always is. It's just you queue up for 2 roles. And you get put in the champ select, and you don't get either of those 2 roles. So you queue up for jungle, mid, and you get top, or you get bot or support. Right? That's autofill. So you're forced to play in a role you're not comfortable in.
Loss, or you'll earn double LP for a win.
So for those of you who main less popular roles and therefore seldom get autofilled, first of all, thanks. We haven't forgotten about
It's like
you.
fill.
You'll still
Yeah, but
occasionally-
fill is separate than autofill. Fill is like, okay, I will pick my first role. I don't care what I get as my second one, though. Like I'm flexible. That you're telling that to the system. Like I am okay with being placed in any role. Autofill is the game could not create a match that could feasibly have all these players of equal, like relatively equal skill level, and have you be in your main role. So we have to put you in an off role. That's autofill. It's different. So if it was with normal fill, this would be insane, and everyone would just press fill all the time, which would be terrible and chaos. Having it be autofill is nice.
Receive the Aegis benefit at about the same rate as other players, because we want to reward the role heroes who keep the queue healthy and moving. Finally, we know how frustrating it is to be constantly returned to the queue because you get enchained dodges lobby after lobby. So we've made a few updates.
First, after a positive response to our pilot test, we're removing the ability to ban a hovered allied champion, taking away an opportunity for a teammate to tilt off the planet before the match even starts. And then second, dodging a lobby will no longer allow players to escape autofill. It'll just get carried over to the next
Ha
lobby.
ha. Ah ha. Yeah, you know, I like that. You know what? Yeah, fuck those people. I don't even play ranked. But even if I play normal, yeah, man. Screw those people. You want to be an ass? Azap's just like he's just a good sport about everything. Well, yeah, people just like they just dodge the Q's cause like they give up in champions. Like the game hasn't even started and they give up. Yeah, screw them. Hell yeah. I like that. Yeah, I think they should. I think people should be punished for being bad sports.
We think that the Aegis of Valor should provide a solid reward for sticking around and trying. So, I mean, come on, it's double LP for a win, after all. And at Master and above, dodging an autofill will count as a full loss.
We know that this is
Wow! 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 Oh my god! That's crazy! Holy! That's like not only does it carry over, like you can't escape the autofill. You like no. That's crazy. Wow. I like it. That's you will autofill. You will learn more about this game. I like it. I like this. I like as someone who is pretty role flexible, save for bot lane. But if I have to play bot lane, there's Johnny. I like him. And I can always play like Swain bot or something silly. Are there any? I'm like in retrospect. Are there any AD carries that I like besides Jhin? Cog's not an AD carry, dude. Sorry. Cog's an artillery mage. Samira. Oh, yeah, Samira. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Samira's fun. I like Samira. I like Smolder too, even if he's a little rat bastard. I like all the AD carries that don't play like AD carries. Those are my favorites. Not Neela though. I actually don't really like Neela that much. She just I can't. I've never escaped the vibe of Neela where she just feels like worse Samira. Like I'm playing Neela and like I feel like I just want to be playing Samira instead. Akshan's okay. Jinx. The thing is Jinx is that Jinx the champion is like the epitome of your classic ADC of attack move, and I cannot stand that play pattern personally. That's also why I don't like Yunara that much. I have been getting footage for the season 2025 rewind a lot in the back. You'll never guess who I've struggled to get footage for. I have already easily played significantly more Zahen than Yunara. AP Ezreal's kind of fun. AP Ezreal's, yeah, it's pretty fun. I actually ended up having a lot of fun with LeBlanc because she's an actual hell character, but she's fun. And she doesn't look like a decrepit creature anymore. LeBlanc actually looks kind of cool. And I've been really enjoying Zahen. He's like right up my alley in terms of play style. I really like him. And then Xin Zhao, Xin Zhao just bores me, but he's fine. Then Mel's fun-ish. I don't mind Mel. But like, yeah, Yunara, it's like I do not want to play that character. What about his design? I am super mixed about there's a lot of things that I really, really like about Zahen's design that I think are because of his story. And there's a lot of things I don't like that's just kind of, Riot falling back into their standard tropes and consistent design patterns that they've done for every male champion recently. So there's elements that I really like and elements I really dislike. I'll probably talk about it a lot in the actual season rewind, but
dodging an autofill will count as a full loss.
We know that this is a pretty big change from how we've dealt with dodging in the past, and we believe that this will lead to higher quality and faster games. Speaking of speeding things up, we're also speeding up Champ Select by cutting down on timers and adding
even more monsters. The thing is, I actually, it sounds like hypocrisy coming from me, but I think if any Darkin was to look less monstrous, for him it makes sense. I just think they went too much in like the sexy man route. I think him looking more human is actually important to his story because he's not like a real Darkin. And him, like, his host willingly gave up their body, which has never happened before. So him looking really different to the other Darkin makes sense. It's just like he didn't.
Hello.
He's sexualized with no reason. Is my issue. And I get him not having a bird head makes sense too, because no Darkin looks like how they did when they were in Ascended. Like, none. Some will have elements. Naganeka has a long tail. That's it. Like, she's a giant chicken thing now. Like, We still have no idea. Like, it's assumed that Rost was maybe a bull of some variety. Like, but every Darkin looks nothing like how they used to, because they adapt themselves more to look like their host body. Aatrox is the one exception where he tries to make his body look like a bit more than it as his ascended form, because he hates how the Darkin look. Yeah, and he's not a full Darkin. That's why there's so much less red. So I get it. I get why they design, and having him have the more human face. I don't even like Darkins having more human faces. I think it's silly. For him, it makes sense to me. And I get, like, he wouldn't, even though it kind of sucks that we kind of miss out on that human form Zehen. Really, the big thing, I don't mind Zehen's face looking like that in the base design, because it's supposed to be he took over Xin Zhao's body. So, yeah, having it look more like Xin Zhao makes sense. I just don't get why the skin turned him into that. You know? Like, you gave us, like, this beautiful Egyptian man. And then the why is the skin... Like, we have a billion skins that look like that's his Zehen skin. It's just all of them going to be more closer to Xin Zhao than Zehen himself. It's just weird. Legendary with a toggle bird head. I just think they should have had it be his launch skin, man. I don't get why it wasn't his launch skin. Especially because what is it? Not Warring Kingdoms. What the hell is this? Immortal Journey. There's just Immortal Journey, because why? There's not even any others to accomplish. It's just on its, like, of everything, that one. Why? It's so silly. I think the Fortiche design's way better, but Fortiche usually designed for every character. It looks better in Fortiche. Like, Xin Zhao looks way better there. Vlad obviously does. Victor, prime example. I think they all look better in the cinematics than they do in the game.
Animations, which should save about half a minute.
I see what you did there.
Yep, I did it.
And if that wasn't enough, we've got one last ranked change. We're adding back duo queue to higher ranks, including Challenger in most regions. For so many people, League is better with friends. And in the past, we disabled duoing at Apex tier ranks because it's so often...
Iced coffee. Wait, David, the $2 late monster fan that plays League Tex. I can do both. I can like both. Thank you. I'm glad there were a lot of people spotting the Monster Hunter references as well. That'd be one thing I could do when we do the TX AMA. I could actually get all the sound references that I mentioned in the video. I didn't play them all. Thank you, though, Iced Coffee. I appreciate it.
Often led to rank manipulation. But because of the improvements we mentioned earlier, as well as the ongoing work on boosting and ranked manipulation detection, we're confident that we can bring back high MMR duoing without it being so abused.
So, call up your friends. It's duo time.
Switching gears, let's talk about Swift Play. Swift Play is pretty popular, and we think there's a lot of room for further improvement.
Okay.
And we want Swift Play to be that place where you can get in a quick game.
So, for context, I play, if I'm playing League, it's almost exclusively Swift Play now. It is like completely my preferred way to play the game. To the point where, like, when I had to do that was probably why ranked felt so exhausting when I had to get the 15 wins to the rank scenes. Like, everything felt so slow. The Swift Play is just so much better, in my opinion.
Where you and or some friends can practice new champions, or where new players can come and learn and get their footing on the Rift.
That means Swift Play should still be somewhat competitive while providing quicker queues, faster games, and serving both new and existing players.
Not only we are getting less monster champs, but they are humanizing all the monster races / regions, Shadow Isles with Gwen and Viego, Void with Kaiser and Belvith, try to do dragons with Smolder and now Darkins.
Yeah, Smolder is like, it's because they tried to make a baby dragon, but they did kind of a weird... They just messed up his face more than anything. And I agree with that. I'm just saying in Zehen's context specifically, it makes more sense. A lot of these ones where they do it like with Kaisa, it doesn't make any sense for her to look like that. With Zehen, there's more of a story reason. I just think they lean too far and try to make him like big and hunky and sexy when like he was supposed to look like grand and powerful and noble. I think they kind of leaned a bit further away than that. But
so we're rolling out some changes
I get him
that should
looking more
address
human.
the overall pacing, touching objectives, laning, and the jungle.
To start with, we're bringing over a lot of the changes to Summoner's Rift generally that were talked about earlier in this video, except for role quests. Now, for Swift Play specific changes though, the first thing we're tackling is game pacing. Swift Play games are actually a bit long, and the general consensus is there isn't quite enough action. So things like long death timers, focusing on CSing in lane, and objective overload all take away from the promise of Swift Play. So we want to get you to the action faster and more often.
Now, while some of the Season 1 changes
That's nice.
will help address this,
I like
you'll
that.
also start Swift Play at level 3 with some extra gold similar to ARAM. We're also lowering death timers across the entire game, so you're getting back into the action quicker. And
I like that. I just like being able to get back into the game. That's what I want to do. Oh, human thresh. Yeah, it makes sense as a human disguise, and I like what they did with the human disguise in the cinematic. It's just Unbound Thresh is... Yeah, I refuse to accept that.
And in order to keep the game from stalling out, we looked for ways for you to capitalize on the shorter death windows. So we're increasing the minion spawn frequency, putting cannon minions in every wave after the third, and introducing a new mechanic that we're calling Minion Frenzy.
If you kill an enemy champion near your minions, they'll be inspired by your actions. They'll get enraged and attack faster and deal more damage. We're also going to be making some adjustments to tower durability. And making
that kind of means that like you can't it makes it significantly harder to freeze. So you can't really freeze waves much then if you kill your lane opponent. That's actually good because then you can't stall it out as much. Like no, you're trying to get to the action, trying to speed things up.
Earlier. And thus, Swift. Outside of pacing, we also want to decrease objective overload. While the removal of Artican helps, we're also going to be removing the Grubs and Rift Herald.
Wow. And Rift Herald.
And Elder Dragon will also be spawning earlier, with Elder spawning at 15 minutes, regardless of whether the Dragon Soul has been claimed. The game-ending power of these buffs being accessible much sooner should help in closing games a bit faster than what we're currently seeing.
You know, see, I know there's going to be some people who's like, oh, that seems like a bit extreme. But some Swift Play games go to 40 minutes, my dude. Like some Swift Play games go on for longer than normal League games. They can go on forever. So trying to like speed things up, like have an actual it's Summoner's Rift but fast. That makes more sense.
And with Elder Dragon moving,
any hopes for any kaiju skins? I mean, I just want to see them in general.
One dragon, and you'll get the soul after 2. Finally, rounding out these changes for Swift Play, Jungle. Now, currently, if you're not a seasoned jungle main, it can actually be pretty overwhelming in Swift Play. These broader pacing changes around neutral objectives should make it feel much more comfortable, and like you're not being swarmed with objectives all the time.
Yeah,
now, we
that's
know
true.
this is a ton of information and
grubs
changes,
and
but the goal here is for Swift Play to feel swifter without it being so
huge nerf to top lane and jungle Cho'Gath, by the way. Removing Grubs and Herald, that's so many free stacks gone.
We have a dev blog coming out today that will cover all of these changes, plus a lot more detail behind the specifics, so if you want to learn more, go for it.
Hi everyone, I'm Dashi Jador, product lead, back again to chat about WASD, this time with
the tech lead for WASD. I'm Riot, call me KT.
Is it?
Now that
I always thought it was
over and we're getting closer to the end of the year, we want to check back in on the wild world of WASD. We've been on the PvE for a few months now, and in that time, we've caught and squashed over 100 bugs. All thanks to the feedback we received from all of you creative, maybe a little unhinged PvE players who've been helping us find, identify, and crush all of these pesky bugs. An extra special thanks to the players who are able to re-trigger the notorious new bug. Even beyond bugs, PvE players have been giving us great recommendations and requests.
One Redditor recommended that we add an option to do a single button input to move at a 45-degree angle up and down the lane. It sounded pretty wild at first, but we found through our internal testing that it actually saved a lot of finger pain. So it will be available as an accessibility option for WASD players going forward. Since our debut on the PvE, we've been continuously updating all the different facets of WASD. We've made improvements to navigating around minions, wall sliding, the new dynamic lock camera, and more. One of these features is a new auto attack system for WASD. With practice and dedication, you'll be able to weave attacks and movement, matching the experience in point and click to reach your optimum DPS. Our goal is to keep WASD as an alternative control scheme at all levels of play, not just for brand new players. We'll be keeping an eye on feedback as well as our internal data to ensure it remains an equitable experience.
So I still, when this got announced, a lot of people were really up in arms about this. I still stand by that. It just, to me, it's just an accessibility option. It's just a way for people to play in their preferred way. You know, like if 2x KO, right? What was the optimal way to play that is on a fight stick, clearly. But I like my controller. Or some people like using keyboard. It's just their preferred way. It's what they find comfortable. And some people just aren't comfortable with League's control scheme. It feels weird and alien. Like, they just want to be able to stick to it. There are obvious problems. Like, yeah, it makes kiting easier, for sure. But there's also workarounds for kiting in League, right? There's there's literally, like, you can have a set option for that. Of, like, the attack moving. So you can keybind that. Body perma camera lock. I'm actually not sure. I haven't tried it myself because it's I wouldn't use it because it's not a control scheme that I'm comfortable with. I don't like using that control scheme. So, plus that control scheme is also murder on my hands. So that's probably like a big reason why.
We've also been updating our dynamic locked camera.
With Donkey Kong bongos, that's what I'm saying.
Ability to tune the camera speed to your liking. Along with these settings, we heard your feedback on wanting a way to scout ahead, to check for ganks, look at other lanes, and much more. So we've introduced a new feature appropriately named the Scout Ahead mode. When you're in dynamic locked camera, you can hold your middle mouse button to freely move your camera, and you'll snap back on release.
Oh, well, there we go.
These features, along with all the bug
Answer
fixes,
your question.
will be available when WASD goes live tomorrow in all queues except ranked and normal
Live
draft games.
tomorrow?
We're choosing to keep WASD out of draft modes for now, as we want to make sure you can have a smooth...
Wait, is the new patch tomorrow? Wait, but usually it's on Wednesday.
process
Wait
for
a
your ranked
second.
climb.
Really?
They said that wrong? Okay.
Well, WASD will be live in all unranked queues except normal draft in patch 2524, which for many of you should be tomorrow.
For some regions, okay.
We saw your requests and questions about other features we've promised, like champion-specific keybinds and enabling many of these new features for point-and-click players. We're still working on them, and much more to come.
We're at the point where we want to focus on getting large amounts of player data in order to drive our development further. So we're opening up the feedback channels to our much more global audience. Now, we still don't have the exact timeline on when WASD will come to ranked. We want to ship it when it's ready, which means fair, balanced, bug-free, and smooth to play.
Please keep up the feedback and bug reports. There may still be a few stragglers out there. Only through our powers combined can we find all of them.
That's it for us. Be sure to
Chance
check
for the
back out
keybinds
on
would be
WASD
good.
when it's live and send
Yeah,
your
it's definitely
bugs,
gonna be
feedback, and
strange.
best misplays.
Thanks so much for listening.
I think it
and
will
we'll
be
see you
ultimately good for
WASD
the
on
health of the
Rift.
game, though, in the long run.
Not great. Bit much hopium when I filled them out.
I know how it feels, but the hopium's feeling good for me. I think I'm actually feeling great.
Really?
Totally.
Uh-huh. Who's wearing the suit then?
We don't know.
What?
Not gonna be me.
I mean, we'll see.
Good luck.
Okay.
Okay, we know that this was a long one with a lot of info in it. And we'll see you again in January as mentioned to talk a bit more about Season 1 and a little bit about the rest of 2026.
Don't forget that Ranked will stay open until the new season, so go finish your climbs, have a happy and safe holiday season, and we'll see you on the Winter Rift.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right. That was a pretty good dev update. That was a long one, but there was a lot in there, dude. Holy moly. A lot of big changes, too. Let me see what this one was. So there's like the full items are in here somewhere. Items. Scepter of Bonking. Yeah, so the emblem of all inning. Is that what we're calling it? Use a Lux visual update? I think so. I personally think so. I think Shyvana's definitely, yeah, definitely we're gonna get Shyvana. Silver ACs that like to ult and pop up. This item gives ultimate ability haste plus a burst of attack speed and guaranteed crit strikes for 3 attacks after ulting. And you would have already crit these autos. Instead, you get some bonus. Oh, Zeri item. That's what I like. That's just the, oh, it's Zeri. Classic Galio skin. That'd be nice. I mean, I just want some traditional skins for everyone. Assassin. For 80 Assassin, I am a way to help end the game. Whenever you get a takedown, it grants a buff that makes your next attack against an epic monster or tower deal a large amount of damage over time, scaling with your lethality, making it so that a head of 80 Assassins can close out games with their successful assassinating their targets. Also gives an extra 2 damage to a spell every so often. That's weird. Strange. Twitch. Oh, yeah, that's probably good for Twitch, too, yeah. Probably Yunara as well. It's probably great for her. Any AD carry that has an install ult, basically. Mananomicon. I with a new active item. Wow, okay. AV can be activated to enter an empowered state for a short duration where you consume significantly more mana, but your spells are more powerful and have lower cooldowns. The extra damage, healing, and shielding on your spell scales with your mana. Interesting. So this is probably good for burst mages. Rise? I don't even know about Rise. Like, Rise already has relatively low cooldowns. So I'm not sure. This is. I feel like that if it's reducing your cooldowns, it'd be probably better, or like even like mid-range. Like this would probably be crazy for you, like for Vigar or Lux even. Oh God, Morgana. Oh. Have Earth Morgana Qs binding over and over again. This no. Oh, Vel'Koz would be crazy too. Yeah. Buff engine. Aura item with a bit of gameplay. It's attack speed aura item for tanky melee supports. That turns on the aura for a while after you slow or immobilize an enemy. The duration is longer for melee champions than range, so it's easy to maintain attack speed for your team. Huh. So this is like an engaged support. This is like Leona, Nautilus, Thresh type item, I guess. Interesting. Volibear would benefit from this one? Or even the mana one maybe as well, yeah. It's like a new passive. Interesting. Mantle the 12th hour. A lifeline for item for tanks. This item gives you a large heal over time effect when you get that when you get low. It scales with your bonus armor and magic resist. While you're healing off this item, you also get some movement speed and tenacity to enable you to go forward and tank more for your team or try to escape. Interesting. Might be cool for like Rammus or something. Look, I should hydrate. I have like a tiny bit of water. I got no water at all. It's empty. There you, Cadus. Have a good rest of your day. Oh, this 2 item do upgradable tier item for enchanters. Healing shield power based on your mana when upgrading to Super Bell. For maximum tier stacks also heals your lowest nearby ally every second while you're in combat. Wow. Also crazy that that's the first. When was the last time we got a new tier item? That feels like it's been so long. A support tier item, yeah. That kind of makes sense, I guess, though, because we have an AD, we have an AP, we have a tank, and now we have a support. Makes sense. The Gunblade's back. Yeah, Storm Razor's back. No Frozen Mallet. No ZZ Raw Portal. Sad. Yeah, that's all the stuff we've seen already. Yeah. Not much news on champions, but I imagine they're probably saving that for when we actually get a bigger insight into the theming of the season. This was mostly just seems what they're actually going to be changing gameplay-wise. I imagine in January we'll get a better look at what they're changing with champions. Like if there's going to be a new character or visual updates or where the story's going, that kind of stuff. So that should be cool. Cold Hammer, that's what I'm saying. We bring him back. All right, well, I think that's all to do with that. So I guess we can do one of these things. Let me grab this. Woohoo! I can finally just show all this shit off without having to worry about it being a damn spoiler. Oh, right, you guys can't even see it. Dinosaurs. Oops. Got the wrong one. There we go. Okay. Which was even the first one? That was Nautilus and Talia and Cho'GATH. Oh, there we go. There. It feels so weird for it to be finished, man. This project has been in the works since August of last year. Like this was in the works for ages. The boy, actually, it's Goral apparently this whole time. I was gonna. Lammy did this, rendered in 8K, by the way. Like 8K render. Insanity. But yeah, it was. I think I have in here. I think this should be. Yeah, there's the version with no confetti. But I think that we want the confetti in there because it just, it's a celebration. It's like, oh yeah, like Cyberdigger is presenting the T-Hex. Is Alani in League of Legends? No. There's a wilder conclusion. Yeah. But it's still a lot of work went into it. And again, like our custom skin was completely reanimated from the ground up. An entirely new rig was made for it. Had to be completely reanimated from scratch. And even if we had the Wildrift animations, it's not like that covers all the bases. Plus, it also is the fact that we did this in August and September of last year. So, this was before that TFT had even the Set 14 version of the T-Hex, like the Nitro one, the red one. So, it's very, yeah. Let me see if I got any other, yeah. Got the iCod. Lammy did this one too. Lammy ended up doing a lot of work for this project, actually. Oh, that's an unfinished one. There we go. There's the finished one. That was there we go. That's the finished one. When will Riot hire y'all? Never. I'm just gonna close that. There we go. That's better.
Hello.
That. There's a whole bunch of stuff. There was. Lammy made like ability icons for everything. And they already helped as well with these. Helped concept a whole bunch of these. They're all meant to be a mimic of CHO'GATHs, but not be an exact one-to-one, right? Like this is the passive. There's the Q. There's the W. There's 5. There's that. And there's that. 500 dislikes on what? On the T-Hex video? I imagine there's just people who will dislike everything. And Decker did get to write some official lore, which is crazy. It does kind of look like the Superman is my favorite. Did you see that? Oh, I know that a lot of people really like these ones. Haha. There's so many damn skin concepts made for this thing. And I guess if it's an AMA, I guess you guys, if you have any questions or like things you want insight on for what we did with this project, or like things you want to see in higher resolution, just let me know. I'll try to answer any questions about it, or try and bring up any of the cool stuff that people made for this. What skins you wanted to have? Well, I mean, most of these are skins I wanted to have. Obviously, there was bees, and traditional T-Hex was one we added later in, because traditional Victory was just like so cool. I was like, damn, I think we should have a legacy skin, even though it technically it didn't get reworked, but Cafe Cuties, girl. Okay. Bees. I guess making gameplay concept. I didn't end up making specifics. I think in the video it was more like suggestions of how it could fit into the game, like what kind of role, general ideas, because I am no gameplay designer. I have no concept of balance in video games, so I didn't even want to make an attempt. Nor did I want it to be too similar to the Wild Rift version. So that one's more up to interpretation, and just the idea of that video was just trying to pitch the idea of the T-Hex being a champion and how it could be implemented. Not so much about the specific exactly what its abilities would be. But the idea is like, yes, it's a good idea, and they should attempt it. They should try. Give me a skill like to draw. You can't say monkey. Monster Tamer. Or Beast Hunter. One of them. Or Ducks. That's a good one. Takes them not a big stinger. That probably would have been good too. The skins were more the skins didn't go through a whole lot of concept art or anything. Like, we didn't spend a whole time. It was sort of just like, we're brainstorming, right? Probably if it was made into a real champion, these wouldn't be the final designs for the skins, but it was a brainstorming exercise. Beehiverd skin. Yeah. But most of the skins I've designed have been because of Patreon. And not on my own volition. I think we got... Yeah, okay, I got them more. So these ones that Arthas made. If you guys haven't seen Arthas, Arthas has done a whole bunch of really cool stuff. Made that cool-ass Nocturne fan VGU. Made a concept for Zolani. Like a Demacian Mage Seeker, Freljordan. Like, he's made a whole bunch of cool stuff. So he did that one. Did the High Noon one. I think I would have liked if this one was more obviously Carnotaurus inspired, but it was still cool. If it was always so bad, yeah, me too. This one got the exact reaction I wanted in the stream. Like, it's so fucked up. It is so fucked up. Like this. We are going to hell. We're going to hell for this. Oh god, it is evil. But that's the point, That was also part of the brainstorming exercise. Is we need to have the T-Hex in a lot of variable aesthetics. It's it's a big criticism that I make of champions a lot. And why something like Janitor Thresh is so good, because so many of Thresh's skins all go for, even if they're not the same skin line, they go for the same feel of, like, creepy evil demon guy. is the general vibe they go for. For Jenner, Thresh felt so different. And we wanted the skins for T-Hex to have a lot of variable feelings. Like, we want something cutesy, we want something cool, we want something scary, or something creepy, or in this case, something that makes you sad. We just want all those different things. But it's a good way to show that, yeah, you could fit this into so many different skin universes. There's so many different ways you could twist. And it doesn't need to be a T-Rex and everything, right? We can have it be different kinds of dinosaurs. You know, like it's a Carnotaurus. We have it just be a flat-out Pacific Rim kaiju. Or this one, it's just Rio. It's a salamander. You have all kinds of things. If I had some Mewtwo with the armor, I could see that too, yeah. Big fan of this one, though. The bootleg Toy Hex. Big fan of how this one turned out. I'll make it a little smaller. You can actually see it. That actually made me yell. Look, I was gonna have to make like the tears in my eyes, you know. Also, one thing that was important to me, I feel like they do this a lot with skins. Sometimes with champion skins, I think if they have a character with a very clearly distinguishing feature, it should be used creatively. I feel like something a lot of champions do is they have their signature gimmicks or signature features and they just throw them together haphazardly. Warwick's, I think, a good example of one where a lot of times he gets skins and they usually will use it creatively. The canisters on his back specifically. Like in the Fire Fang, they turn it into a volcano. In the Krampus one, it's a barrel. It's a reference to the holidays of the myth of Krampus, right? But then you have stuff like Kaisa, who besides Bullet Angel, they have no fucking idea what to do with the shoulder pads. Oh, I typed it right there, yeah. Or Zeri is a great example. Like the Zeri skins, they have no idea what to do with the gun in anything. Except for, not Street Demon, the Wild Rift one, Chroma Crash. They have no idea what to do with the gun in any of her skins. It always feels out of place compared to the rest of the skin. Like the Winter Bless one. Perfect example. Like I think the design of Winter Bless Zeri or Winter Wonder is great. It fits her so well. And having her be in this big puffy coat, so you actually get to keep Zeri's coat, but also having her dressed in this more, elaborate, elegant dress, but still has some skin showing. Like, doesn't make any sense for a winter skin, but she's a figure skater. She's a performer. So having this kind of silly, even like beautiful outfit as well, it makes sense. But then she just has a gun. She just has a gun. So, okay. So with the T-Hex, I want the gun to make sense. So like here, it's clearly it's the kid duct taped this toy gun to the T-Hex here. Or the one that Artie did with this would be like probably a legendary skin or something, where instead of just like shooting out of a gun, they're magic orbs. It's like, spinning them around is power. Or Rain Shepherd, it's a water gun, right? Or B-Hex, it's the honeycomb, or the candy one, it's a gumball machine. Like, there should be a reason to it. Camera doesn't win figure skates, so she shoots them. Ah, of course. Yeah, like a snowball gun or something, right? Like they could have done something. Yeah, they already made these two. It's also fun that you can see like the very clear differences in art style too, right? Like Arthas's designs over a very similar shape compared to Artie's, compared to Lammy's, and compared to Mickle's version. I think this one got besides Rio, I think this one got one of the biggest reactions. But I think everyone just loves Rain Shepherd. One thing you don't like about the T-Hex, in like terms of design, or in what ways do you mean? Gameplay was that she's a support. The ult allows AC to pilot her and use her new abilities. That'd be interesting too. The design. Obviously, like the boxy head that they used in game. That's why we changed it to be the more cinematic version. I think legs, bit too skinny. I think they gotta beef up the legs a bit. But That's what comes to my mind immediately. What was the hardest part? Well, originally the project was just a history recap, and then the idea kind of seeped into like try and make it how did this look in game, and then that's how the custom skin came about, and then that turned into a splash art, turned into an animated splash art, turned into a champion portrait icon, ability icons, and a whole bunch of skins and all this. It kept going and going and going, and the amount of times that segments got rewrote and re-recorded and re-edited is insane. And also, try to organize with everybody. There was a lot of people involved in this project. Let me check actually. How many people in total were involved? There was me as the director. So not counting myself. 11. We were a 12-person team in total. I guess and producer, yeah. I guess I did director and producer, yeah. Maybe I helped. There were some people who ultimately were unable to help. I know Ruby Art was going to help, but they were busy and they didn't specialize much in dinosaurs. But yeah, I guess if you want to count every single patron who was a Patreon supporter during the time, that they technically were part of the team as well. They helped to fund the whole thing. $8,000 about. It's a little expensive by the end of it. So, which I gotta pay rent today anyway. So that's how film works. Yeah, Monster Terror T-Hex would be. Oh, nice. Okay. I really want to do a Brute Wyvern Monster Hunter inspired T-Hex as well. If I had time for that, I wanted to draw that, and I was doing a sketch of it while I was up on my vacation up north in September, and then I realized, oh yeah, I can't draw like physically, wrist and shoulder and back hurting too much. I have to get back into it now. I still have to finish the Patreon drawings from December, so I'm hoping I'll be okay enough with that if I take it slow, but. Yeah. What champion do you feel would work next? Do you mean like if I were to make a new champion like T-Hex or like a rework? Like what do I want to do as my next project? Is that what you mean? When I eventually get around to doing another one? Because the next big video will be the season rewind. Yes? That's easy. There you go. That's probably what I'd want to do next. Where I apply to be part of the team. I mean, I guess we'll see if I ever, when I get around to it, what will be necessary, I guess. $1 billion company. Best we could do is 3 champs, maybe 2 reworks a year. I think we do definitely need more visual updates for sure, but also like the 8,000, like they have a full team of like industry professionals, and I'd argue some of the people on our team do make industry professional level stuff. I like Shepard can model at industry professional levels. So I won't put it past. I don't want to put down any people on my team at all. We are all a bunch of individuals at the end of the day. And if I could pay them the salary of what that is worth, I would. Ideally in this world, I would just yoink all the money from the billionaires and give it all away. And just use it to pay people to make cool stuff. And like do cool things. Probably help out some people too. That would be nice. That'd be swell. ATX believable as a tank ADC. What if he gets bonus armor, magic resist? Skills with crit chance. You could do that. Every day we'll do the season 7 retrospective. My current plan is season 2025, just so that's out in a timely fashion, and then get caught up for 2024. And then go back to season 7. Which if anyone saw my birthday stream, you know that thing is not dead. That thing is still very much a work in progress and not canceled. By no means do I want... I'm not going to cancel those because those bring me a lot of happiness when they're finished. They're just... They take so long to make. We go back to casual reviews. What I feel in the right headspace. I had a whole spiel about it earlier in the stream, but yeah. Also, the funny thing about the concepts that Lammy did, the T-Hex and Candy, they just did this on a whim. Like, Lammy was the person in charge of the splash and the portrait icon. And they just, yeah, hey, I did this. Well, okay. Cool. That was great. They're very cute, yeah. I'm a really big fan of the Candy mascot with the gumball machine and the chicken's really nice. And then Mickles did a whole bunch too. They did a lot of skins that were, I think I mentioned the video of just like, these are well-established, popular skin lines that have very overlapping themes with the T-Hex. So we had to get that variety. Like, and obviously, yeah, it would work in this skin line, but then you got some more kind of out there ideas, right? You gotta have that variety. And Period. I'm not even a big fan of Empyrean as a skin line, but like a demon dinosaur? Hell yeah. Eat their heart if I could. You can make a unique skin, what would you make? I mean, it's not technically a unique one, but I'd really want them to go back to Beast Tamers to really make it a proper Monster Hunter skin line. That's what I would want. Or if they're gonna like do Rain Shepherd, so more like there's a hugely untapped market of goober animal skin lines. You know, we got frogs. We had dogs and cats for a while, but I wouldn't even say those are goober animals. I'm talking like the rotund goober animals. So the duck skin line needs to happen one day. The blobfish. Yeah. And the project one too, yeah. And then I was so happy how this one turned out though. Miggles did a great job at rendering this one. Just like that, it's like it could have gone with the TFT version, but I feel like having a skin this is where it started. This is the legacy. This is the very first version. That just felt really cool to me. Blobfish Gragas, yeah. And then on top of that, we had a whole bunch of concept splashes. Jolie made these. She just kind of picked a few that she liked the most, or was like inspired by to make concept splashes for. Set spawn. I think she snuck Set into almost. She made 4 for the Dancing Dragon one. Yeah, this is like the color one, but then she also made a bunch of sketches, which I don't think these showed up actually in the. Oh, they did. No, they were just on. They were kind of more on screen, like in the little squares. They did. They were in the video. Yeah, I think I did manage to include literally everything that was made. I don't think I omitted anything. Yeah, I did them for Rain Shepherd. And there were some sketches that that Mickles did for some of his concepts, and then Lammy also did some T-Hex splash concepts. Yeah, I did like a 2x2. Yeah. And yeah, these are really sick. Also, there's like 4 of these, but they're set again. You know how long it took her to make these? Like, but she said like, all right, I'm gonna start working on this. But she got this done in like 5 hours. How? Like how? Like all? Never mind, just the one. All 4 in 5 hours. How? What is this sorcery? How do you do this? How? Doesn't make any goddamn sense. And there's color in them too. Like, oh my god. I desire the powers. And then, yeah, she made some of the Rain Shepherd ones. And I like these ones. Like, I think these are... But, like, the top one, I'm glad they're stuck with that. Like, this is just... I really, really like this one. With the little frogs floating above. Like, I think it's great. And it turned out so well. And then I think the ones are... Yeah, Lammy did a few B-Hex ones. This one's my favorite of the B-Hex ones that they did. This one feels like an official League splasher. Do you know what I mean? Like the perspective and the composition. This feels like this would be a League splash art. So many edgy skylights for no reason. That's where it was nice to have that mix, that we could have some cute things, some silly things, but also some edgy and badass and cool things. Yeah, all that variety. That's helped by the fact that we made so many. But, you know. The one with Nunu and B-Lump up there. That's great. B-Hex and B-Maw would be great, yeah. We got a whole bunch, yeah. Did all three of these. And then, yeah. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, Lammy did this. Just did, like, a quick, like... And this is something I wish we had explored as well. It would have, you know, doubled the skin work, obviously, but the whole pitching the idea of T-Hex and Heimer being a bot lane combo, it would be nice if they had some matching skins. So even like a Dragon T-Hex to match Dragon Trainer Heimer would have been really good, or having some alternate Heimerdingers to match the skins. But yeah, Lammy just kind of like whipped this together out of nowhere. Like, hey, look, I did this. And this would be fun too, where like Heimer would be the store owner and T-Hex is the mascot. So this was fun. How did you already? What do you mean already? How are you doing already? What the? Where? As a joke. Oh god. Okay, I was gonna say, everyone's so fast at drawing. I can't. I've used to it again because like football also draws stupidly quickly. The artist choose the skin, or you assign the artist. Mainly, I think Mickles came up with Project Empyrean and Bow Wow. I think the only one I told them to do specifically was traditional. And I think I laid out like some general ideas of like, you know, like a kaiju skin, high noon, region swap, that kind of. I think I was pretty loose on the on it. It was a lot of it because it's experimental, right? I didn't have any concrete ideas in terms of what I wanted them exactly to look like. Besides traditional, a lot of it was about letting the artists express their own individual ideas. I think that's an important part. Like if I put too much of a stranglehold on what they're creating, I think it's gonna hurt the concepts in the end. So I think the end result shows that, though. It shows like how different everyone's interpretations was. DM did you? Oh shit! You son of a bitch. You know what? That's fine, because that's my favorite Pokemon anyway. So I win. Soraka imagination would go, wow, I imagine so. How it takes me Rattlesnake Jake. He could work too, yeah. I think we went for the. That was I think I mentioned it. I think it probably could have encapsulated a bit better, but having the T-Hex and Heinen be a Carnotaurus makes perfect sense. You know, Carnotaurus literally has the devil horns. Heinen's all about the demons and stuff, so made sense. There's a whole bunch of ones. I was again like you see like the different species, right? We got Kaiju, Carnotaurus, Axolotl Salamander, Toy Allosaurus, Chinese Dragon, Salamander, Bee Mech Thing, Chicken, Oh, oh yeah. Why? How come I didn't have? Did I not have the render that subjectively did? Oh, because it was at the end of the traditional. Yeah, yeah. Subjectively made Ocean Song. I completely skipped over that. Yeah. This one turned out really cool too. So pretty. And this one, that's an albilosaur shaped head too. I don't know how much you guys know about dinosaur physiology, but there's this very specific kind of theropod dinosaur that has this kind of rounded head shape. Like Rajasaurus, Majungasaurus, they got head shapes like this. They're more like southern hemisphere, eastern coast, that kind of general area. With all like the little hat and the glasses, yeah, like did a great job with this. Myosaur head. I did see there was a concept you should have done a Parasaurolophus one. I'm like, you know, we could have done a Hadrosaur. I think absolutely a Hadrosaur could have worked as a skin as well. If we're trying to make one more silly. I love Majunga. Majungasaurus is a good one too. Madagascar dinosaur. What else was there? Oh yeah, all the other sketches that Mickles did. I really like this one. This one really gives me vibes of the Heisei Godzilla film. I forget what year. It was like 1980 or 1978. Was it that it came out? That whatever the first movie of the second era of Godzilla at Heisei. Him standing between the buildings. That reminds me of the T-Hex doing that. Primal skin, Triceratops. That'd be cool. That's there's like a Jurassic Park kind of thing, like Ultimasaurus. I did want to. If I had time, I would have made like a brute wyvern, like a very clearly Monster Hunter inspired T-Hex. That was on my list of things I would have wanted to do as well. I think that's it for like. Oh. There's this too. Little emote. This would be like this. This is the third version of this kind of expression in the game, but it's the dinosaur meme. It just makes sense. Yeah, Shivada and reenacted as a dragon and a crocodile doesn't make much sense as the actual dinosaur having it. I'm not sure if there's any other artwork that I didn't show off. I guess like the model, right? Like the change, because that went through a lot of iterations. This is the final version. This was the final head sculpt that we ended up going with. That was the photo I got sent of the work. Yep. We're currently in the process of re-rigging the model. Oh. Toy skin? When? Oh, I showed that. We have a toy skin. We literally do. There he is. Bootleg Toy Hex. Yeah, so this is the final version that we went with. Because we originally wanted to have it closer to the cinematic design. Because if the idea is like the main, like you're playing the base T-Hex, you want it to be cool, right? It's a badass giant robot dinosaur, and the base version kind of had that weird boxy head for whatever reason. It was just different from the actual the design they show in the cinematics and stuff, right? You can see like the boxy head. I don't know why they gave it that head shape. It's strange. But this had to go through a lot of iteration first before we got there. Like, that was the first version, I think. Obviously, it's like an incomplete render. It's not fully done, but you can see like it's still pretty boxy. So we had to go a lot of back and forth on trying to get the head shape right. And this was like, okay, now we're getting close. It's got the actual teeth, more rounded, more like an actual T-Rex head. until eventually we get to the final version. It also helps it feel like it's not just the Wild Rift model, right? Like we added our own to it. It's got its own unique head shape. It has unique animations across the board for everything. And that also extends to stuff like the abilities. Which now, this is probably like, it's like an actual full look at everything. This is like kind of a montage of the abilities, but like yeah, all the abilities were also made from scratch. But I feel like they all fit CHO'GATH pretty well, right? Like CHO'GATH's abilities fit the T-Hex relatively well. And also, it makes sense because now the T-Hex can get big, right? There's no volume on it though. It's a little upsetting. I guess whatever. Even the auto got like a little shoot there. So all this extra stuff, a lot of work went into this stuff. Cass is a T-Hex by a long shot. Cass was probably slowed down by the fact that it was like my first time ever doing stuff like this. But T-Hex took so much longer because there were so many other things as a part of it, but also because it just kept expanding. Like we just kept adding more and more people joined the team to offer new things and just try and make it as close to as like a convincing character as we possibly could get. Because obviously we can't add an entirely new character to League of Legends. I think everyone should probably understand that. We can't go that far, but it was just like, how can we make this as convincing as possible? Speaking of Cass, actually, I do have something Cass related to show you fellas. Once I finish with all the T-Hex stuff. Should we do Kaisa next, too? Walk Cycle went through a lot of iteration, too. Trying to make it look a bit more... Give the heavy step. It's hard because, like, CHO'GATH is so tiny. But we want to make it look that... Make it so that like when the T-Hex is big, that she actually looks like she's taking big steps, right? There's a whole bunch of stuff. You have to like try to get cinematics. This is just like a whole browse through the footage. I think this was kind of like a blink and you miss it. I think during the montage, but it was just trying to like recreate Hex Tech Mayhem in a way. I don't know if anyone got that reference during the montage or if it happened too quickly, but that was yeah, that was all the model. And I guess I noticed. Yay! I guess the only other thing left is probably the theme song, which I do have a tab of that. I did have a tab of that. So I could grab that up. I know this will go up like publicly either tomorrow, I guess, or whenever I get like approval from Noah, he was the composer on this. So I want to make sure I get approval from him before it's ready to go up. Where is it? YouTube. Is it working? Oh, it's it's tracking the wrong damn one. That's why. There we go. There you go. It's not a long theme, but I think it's a good one. It was trying to make it very like high energy and fun sounding, right? It's supposed to like just feel exciting was the main thing we were going for. Noah did a great job. There's an earlier rendition too. We kind of went back a couple times just to make the ending feel like, you know, get a lot of that percussion going in with the drums and the like high, octane energy. And this was all done with real instruments too. Noah's he's got crazy connections, like actual real guitar, all this crazy stuff. So it was really sick. I was really happy with the end result. And the funny thing is, I don't even know if this, because for some reason these videos don't play. Can't open them with anything. Open with. Nope. Let's try open with. I mean, well, that's the audio, I guess. You can hear that. So this was the music playing during that, like, they had it in the There's a scene of it here. I had to do a lot of research during this. This fucking thing. Not that. This thing. Did any of you guys know this happened? Like, they had like IRL event, and they had like an AR T-Hex come out, like they did with the Elder Dragon at Worlds. Like, I could not find anything about this anywhere until I did a whole bunch of digging through Billy of all places and found stuff like this. There was so much more other T-Hex stuff that people knew about. There was that. There was a whole like presentation that they had going on. Yeah, like the whole stage too. Like, it's crazy. I had no idea that they did any of this stuff. Regardless, this was the music that was playing during this. Sounds like Valorant music. But it's like, it's kind of funny that it's also kind of meant to be, you know, it's like electro kind of like pumps you up music, right? I think ours is better personally. I'm a little biased, but it's kind of funny, like the vibe of that, just like the high energy ended up being like a perfect match anyway, because this was way before I even knew that was even a thing. So it was just ended up being like a really happy coincidence. So I believe that is everything. I think that, unless there's something I'm missing that I forgot to... Oh, the fucking sounds! I forgot about the sounds, dude. I forgot. Someone actually, there was a comment on the video that they guessed everything right except for one. At least of the 6 that were there. There's a whole bunch that I didn't play. That didn't get. So I'm curious to see if you guys can guess these. You guys can't. Okay, nice. You can't see it. Okay. Hopefully it's not too loud, though. Nice. It wasn't too loud. This is kind of like the base standard one they end up sticking with. That was... I'm very happy with how that one turned out. So the thing about the sounds is that they are all, technically all of them use a blend of a bunch of other sounds plus whatever other sound I want to throw in there to be referencing. Oh, that's shit. Cool gameplay concert with the T-Hex. Oh shit.
Hello.
Makes you feel must be her gameplay. I mean, if you're making her own custom moveset, I'd say the laser beam has to be in there, and maybe the rockets. Laser beam and the rockets gotta be in there somehow. Wait. Every sound uses a mix of Zoshia from Monster Hunter Wilds. It uses a bit of Godzilla from the Legendary Pictures Godzilla. And it uses a bit of never done. It's got Varusu Barasu, I think is its name. I believe it's its name. It's a specific monster from Monster Hunter Frontier. You might be able. Let me actually grab those sounds so you can like hear the reference, like hear it, I guess. Zoshia. This is the Zoshia sound.
Ah, sweet, man.
That's not the Zoshia sound at all. Why is that labeled Zoshia? So that's probably hear it, especially. Right, so the Zoshia is used as kind of the, like that kind of like little startup, that like a bit of that. And this roar specifically is using Zoshia as well. But for another one, like this one, right? It's still using the bit of Zoshia, but not. It's using a different sound. And then I guess it uses a bunch of this as well. This is Varusu Barasu, who any monster fellas will not know of the monster, I think, but they'll recognize the sound. That sounds familiar. That was probably really loud. I apologize. Varusu Barasu is like if they made like a prehistoric lava Diablos, basically. So a bunch of that was used, and then a bunch of 2014 Godzilla was used as well. Wait, there's a Diablos one though for T-Hex. There was that one. So I'll see if you guys can guess these, because there's Zoshia, there's Diablos. You might see a pattern for a lot of these. What might that be? Oh, the last one was a modified Diablos. Yeah. And you squeeze into Jurassic Park. Maybe I squeeze into Jurassic Park. Who knows? There's that one. There was this one. There's kind of a pattern with these first few. You know, that... Might be able to clue into the pattern a bit that I'm putting down here. Is it the lawnmower? So there's the pet. This one is Diablos. This one is Brachydios. This one is Tigrex. This one is Gore. That one probably could have been better. This one is Anjanath. Fulgur Anjanath specifically. There's an Anjanath base Anjanath one too, though. I think the Fulgur one just looks better or sounds better. This one is Raydao. So I got one from every gen, plus some extras. There's a few extras in there. That one. Yeah, that's all the Monster Hunter ones. There's a lot of them. I guess there's technically there's 2 Zoshia ones. Like there's this one. Zoshia was a lot of the bass sounds for T-Hex though. It was such a ability to recognize these. Well, that's good. There's a lot of filtering and audio adjustments made. I wanted it to be kind of recognizable, but not be obvious. I say that with this next one, I didn't do a very good job of hiding this one. that one's pretty hard to mistake, I think. That could be anything. It helps that like that sound is just so iconic though. I like this one more though. This one I think it works for the T-Hex better. That is the Spino. Yep. And then there's 2 more left. There's this one. That one should be kind of obvious too. It's easier to hide the Monster Hunter monster roars because they're not as much mainstream. Yeah, that's Godzilla. And then the last one. That's the last one. Can you do a voice line by yourself? Why did I give a voice line person? It is not Godzilla, nope. It has, in fact, nothing to do with Godzilla. I don't think anyone's gonna... I think someone did actually guess this. Because I left a hint in the video itself. Where was it? Didn't I? It was here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Had a little montage, right? There's the T-Rex. There he is. And then Anjanath. These clips are there with a purpose. That is the When Dinosaurs Roamed America, Dilophosaurus. What a freakish sounding creature, by the way. This is a freaky ass. People who haven't heard this before, this guy sounds weird as hell, but it's kind of cool. Why is it so quiet?
This is no ordinary predator.
There's probably a oh, there we go. That's a crazy ass sound, dude. So yeah, I tried to put that in there, the T-Hex. But I would just be like, I didn't want anything to just be directly those sounds, right? Yeah, it already kind of sounds like a robot, right? So it kind of just works. That's not how dinosaurs sound. But it does sound cool, though. It is a freakish creature. I did originally, I want to have Ghidorah in there too, but I couldn't get it to work as well because Ghidorah has a really long sound. It didn't work to fit into the taunt. That's the point of the documentary. To be fair, this came out in like 2002. So it's from a while ago.
Goodbye.
Viz, you can't do that! Viz! You're not allowed to do that, man. You can't just 1,000 bits and then say goodbye. I appreciate you don't gotta do that. Okay, I realized I was gonna get ready to close off the stream because I'm gonna show the last thing before I close it up, and then I see this in my DMs. I see this.
See the wonder.
RT, why would you?
This money is for the dinosaurs to buy something with. Give it to
Oh.
the PLS.
Okay, I'll give it to the dinosaurs. Thank you. Thank you, Bees. Thank you, Biz, for the 1,000 Biz. Jesus. The 29 was. Oh, Jesus. No, that's the Biz.
You're right.
Biz, you can't do that, man. Biz. Oh, I appreciate it. There's so many fucking bits, though. Okay, well, last thing I wanted to show. I only just saw this right before stream started. So you guys are gonna get to see this too. Gotta wait for it a second here though. It is cast related. You might remember very hot minute ago that sub goal got reached quite a while ago for the chibi snake, and the model artist sent me the thing, and it's very cute. So look at this creature. What creature. Well, the thing is, the way that they animated her too. Not enough movement. That was I don't want to give it to like the tiny one. Look how bouncy Starry made her. Look at it. It's just a little creature. It's a demon. It's so funny. So that would be I'll have to organize with Sam when to get that going, but did she stick out her tongue? I don't think so. I didn't ask for her to do that, so I don't think she's throwing in that. Just squishable, yeah. Little creature. So Gremlin, yeah. Okay, I mean, it was like between. If you were voting, it was like either this or like the bunny suit one. Ultimately, even though the bunny suit one was more like the funny one that I drew, of like of her actually in like a just a hoodie basically, with the chibi one, the chibi creature's funny. So yeah, probably punter like a football. Can you believe that the cast plushie was like a year ago? I can't believe it. Need the head pat redeems. Let's see. Let's see how we get things going, I guess. Yeah. I think that's about everything to show today. What if I were to shut up, B? I think that's about it. So I'll probably end the stream there. Probably take a little rest today. Because I gotta finish getting ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow it's tradition time. It's tradition time. Let me grab the thumbnail. Where is it? Tomorrow we gotta record some videos. We gotta record some freaking videos because it's time. It's time once again. We gotta do it. All the skins are out of the year. It's time. It's time for the best, worst, and best potential of the year. It's tradition. And then later, probably next week, we're gonna have a big mega stream. And this was gonna take a while. And I highly doubt this will get turned to a video because it's gonna take a billion years but I have with me everything. And pray tell, what do I mean? Everything. Everything. For League, for fucking TFT, for Wild Rift, for 2X, for 2SCO, for everything. I have everything. Everything. Even Golden Spatula, they're nonsense. Even this stuff. Bet you didn't know this happened, did you? Look at that. Everything. Everything. This has taken a long while. I'm trying to make it, try to get... This has been an ongoing thing. Ongoing project for me for the year. But that will be a big mega... We're going to do a whole everything. We're going to do an everything. Every single one. Every skin that Riot made this year for Runeterra IP. Big old ranking stream of everything. Yep, it's gonna be a big one. That's gonna take a while. And I don't think it'll get edited into a video because that is gonna be like a 5-hour stream, and I would not wish that upon anyone. Can't you know you're not doing it? I know you're gonna. Nope. I January 1st video for sure. Ideally, I want the season rewind to go out at the last day of December, but also yesterday was supposed to be my rest day, and then I didn't do that, so I need to have a day to do that. I need to have one day where I just relax. Because today I still have... What do I have to do today still? You have to finish getting the notes and the assets for the for the best worst skins. I still have to get all the it's probably going to be feedback and review for the rapid fire review going out this week. I have to get started on the Patreon drawings, and there's the last few art contests, prizes I still need to pay for. Yeah. 5-hour streams. It'll be a long one, so yes, season 2024 rerun is still. In fact, I can prove it to you that it is. I have photo evidence. Ta-da. There it is. It's not canceled. It's just unfortunately while I was working on it, thesis happened. Absorbed my life completely, and by the time I was done with thesis, it was April. And I was like, and then I was like trying to get back in the swing of things, and the T-Hex video was also there. So what ended up happening is just the T-Hex video took priority, and trying to get the channel back up and running again and get more regular videos out again, which I hope you fellas have liked. Anyway, there's been like more regular videos, like at least like once a week there's a new video, if not more than once a week. And then season 2025 will be the next one, and then we go back to 2024, pick it back up again with season 7, plus all the other stuff I got. You guys don't even know the amount of stuff I got working in the background right now. I have so many projects working like in the works at any given time. There is no time where I have nothing to be working on at the moment. Even I have to work on some 2025 stuff today. I have a whole bunch of Zehen clips. I still need to. I played the games for Zehen, but I need to get the actual clips for them. So, yeah. Look at that Smolder. He's a Skylander. He's a foolish Skylander. See? It's kind of covered up a bit, but yeah. Anyway, fellas, that will do it for me today. Thank you for stopping by the stream. And I will be back tomorrow for PBE, which will be skins that aren't coming out this year. They'll be out next year, right? Because Wednesday is the last patch of the year. But then we'll do the best, worst, most potential skins. We'll do that, and then rapid fire review for the Sunken Shadows and the winter skins on Wednesday. Hopefully, it'll be all good by then. All right. Hey, take care of yourselves, fellas. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Have a good rest of your day and night. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for all the bits and the subs and everything. I guess once the cast ones, I gotta like make a new sub go, so I'll figure it out, whatever. Good night, everybody. Good night. Goodbye. Have a good night. Goodbye. Bye.